7 for the big man!
The most comprehensive football and netball coverage across the great South Coast. Broadcasting your match of the day on 94.5 FM and online.
Kick over the top to Matty Wines. He plays on, runs onto that customary left foot. Out in front of bat. Pulls in a screamer. Oh. Put it down.
An English gather he can. Dances around, short kick, looking for a teammate in Alexander. Goes by hand to Wrench to Alexander. Oh, good tackle.
Led by Matty Stewart and your number one local footy call team.
Katie Lovell kicks on its way. Is it going to fade back? Oh, big grab at the goal square.
Righto, McKinnon. Thompson, can he get the handball out to Gordon? Gordon sells one tackle. They're asking to hold the ball. They get it, the Eagles.
For Clinton Bolsch, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk, and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central. This is 3YBFM's Hampden League Live.
Macca's Mighty Angus doesn't just have might, it has height. Available after 10:30am for a limited time.
Stay warm in one of Narrawong Island Holiday Park's fully self-contained cabins where you can enjoy the sound and serenity of the ocean. Narrawong Island Holiday Park, your water escape on the mainland.
Lovely limo vealers here. Right, they're 420 kilos, vendor bread. Right, mid $4. 380, 2, 4, 6, 8, 390. Thank you. Jack Kelly here from J&J Kelly Stock Agency. We've been in business for 29 years and we can inspect and market your livestock to be sold locally or live export. We sell Wednesday at the Southwest Victorian Livestock Exchange, plus a monthly store sale the last Friday of each month. You can contact J&J Kelly Stock Agency and staff for all your livestock needs.
Been diagnosed with sleep apnea? Consider a Somnomed oral device as a CPAP alternative. Custom made for the perfect fit, it's a bit like a sports mouthguard and holds your jaw in place while you sleep. Find out more at countrycaredental.com.au.
If you've been injured, make the call. Find out if you have a claim. Madden's Lawyers is the region's most experienced injury compensation firm. Make the call. Madden's Lawyers.
On 3YBFM, this is Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsch, Warrnambool Nissan, Roma Bricknell MP and Madden's Lawyers.
Welcome back to Hampden League Live, and we're going to go downstairs to Philip Possum Kelly. Down there, and he's got the great man Mickey Lowther in game number 700. Poss.
Yeah, boys, they're just about to start, so we better get going. Mickey, congratulations, mate. 700. All the best for today.
Thanks, mate.
And you got the fluoro whistle for the occasion.
That's it. Fluoro. It's the way to be.
And also, sincerity, mate, you've been a fantastic umpire and ornament to the game. Good luck today.
Thanks very much.
Good on you, boys.
Beautiful, mate. And he has got the flat top redone for today, too. He got the spirit level out of that one this morning, but one of the best umpires that we have seen in Hampden and District League footy. I said it earlier. He's been a beauty, Mickey. Don't worry about that. He's just consistent. That's what I like about him.
I reckon he and the great Dave Colburn are probably the two umpires who've rocked the best haircuts in Hampden League history. For
Dave's got the best mo.
He's got the best mo. He used to have the very short flat top as well. Big Davey Colburn. So love it.
Yeah,
Now,
incidentally, too, boys. Sorry. He's umpiring of Jamie Lake today, who's on the verge of 300. Like he said, he's done 873. So that's a great effort too.
Unreal. That is unreal. That is unbelievable, mate. So just some good quality umpires getting around. They do a magnificent job. You don't have a game without those magnificent umpires, boys. It's as simple as that.
Yep, got to have them, boys. And, 700 games, a great effort.
Absolutely. And, players just warming up out here. I'm going to go with the Saints here on the home deck, boys, for what it's worth. I just think that they're going to be very hard to beat. Those 4 outs are very important. Just with the midfield rotations for South for mine, certainly going to make it tough.
well, just looking at the side, obviously they named 22, the Roosters. So obviously with a couple going out, young Moji Okochu made his debut last week, so he'll get a second game this week, so number 43. And the big Duke, the sprint car driver, Peter Dukas, also comes in as one of the late changes.
Modgy goes good too, boys. I like Modge. Works for us out at the pizza shop. He's a beauty. Got a bit of ability.
Wouldn't have thought it'd be high scoring affair though, boys. I didn't think it'd be high scoring before we got here, but the conditions are tough. And both sides pretty good defensively. I don't think it'll be a real high-scoring, free-flowing affair.
I reckon you're right. I reckon you're spot on, Sil. I think it's going to be a tight, tenacious affair this afternoon.
Dower struggle.
Big crowd too. The bar downstairs. The Saints faithful have come out. to have a look at this big contest.
There's ants there, boys. I can
Look
see
at
ants
the
in
great
the
ants.
front.
Marty down there, of course. The Dobson boys. Big Bowie. The list goes on. Big Brucey Murley, of course, one of our great sponsors on Hampden League Live from Mickey Burke's Koroit Hotel, Big Gels. The list goes on. Big Chum Chambers.
They'll have a
Bush
great
Rat,
day.
Dobbo, look at Brendan. Excited down there. And what about Timmy Martin? He's on the bench there too, helping out. So he hasn't played in season 2023 yet either.
Has he played a game?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he got injured early in the season, like round 2 or 3. I could be wrong.
Who won the toss, Poss? So thanks to Red for keeps.
Yeah, boys. Harry Lee. The Roosters won the toss and he's kicking to the Bega Cheese end of the stadium. And I was just having a look at Shannon Beck's having a couple of shots for goal, boys. So definitely, if you're directly in front, just probably inside the left goal post at that Bega Cheese end is the go, because it drew straight back beautifully into the middle of the goals. If you actually got the ball in the forward pocket on the change room sides, even though there's probably an advantage to that end, you're in fact kicking back into the wind. It's sort of coming across, so it's going to be an interesting, tricky little breeze, but I think you don't want the ball on this side of the ground as much as you can. That outer side is certainly the place to attack from.
And that looks like young Finn O'Sullivan too playing, which is really exciting for Koroit supporters. This young kid, of course, winning the Sheehan medal at the championships, the national championships. He's only 15 years old. He is a beauty. I can't wait to see him running around. It is some good young kids, both teams. Some nice ones coming through at the Saints as well. So this first quarter is going to be interesting. Tilt, would you start with the man loose?
I'll probably back myself in early on, Stewie, especially after South Warrnambool have won the toss. I think they'll just back themselves in. Koroit, I think they'll back their structures and systems in, and I think they'll be looking to win the footy out of the middle of the ground, kicking in the breeze, mate.
Looks like good all starting across half-back. Dobbs, a bit of experience there. And Benny, boys are in the ruck too. Up against Bridgewater, umpire Jamie Lake holds the ball aloft, and this is going to be on. Game on now. Hampden League Live. Heusler up against Bridgewater. Bottom of the pack that time, diving on the football. Taking a little bit of a high contact was Thompson. Nicky Thompson for the South Warrnambool Roosters. So he's going to pump it long and strong into attack for the very first time in this contest. Goes out wide. Flying for the contest out there. Bottom of the pack was Bridgewater. Could have got a push in the back. Umpire said you're spot on, and the free kick is going to go to Bridgewater on that far outer side. Good crowd out here, Trinity Hill.
Great crowd. So Bridgewater probably been one of the most improved youngsters of the competition. Drives it in long. Horse are floating back. Couldn't meet the football. And it's gathered there by McPherson. Pulling. Couldn't quite juggle it. Ball on the ground. Henderson gets the handball out. Socket off the ground there by Couch. He's up the ground. Couldn't take the mark. Neve. Heavy, hard, contested footy early. No clear disposal coming out. Pulling at the back to Neve. Can they get it through Paddy O'Sullivan? He's tackled. All wrapped up. Neve got the quick kick. Hoy trying to get the handball and to draw it to Horsley. Gets it forward, but it's going to be chopped off by Williamson on centre wing outer side for the South Warrnambool Roosters.
Yeah, beautifully done. So been a very good pickup too for the South Warrnambool Roosters. He kicks along, looking for Henderson, goes over the top of him, Beck's over the back of the pack. Henderson runs onto the football, just miscued the kick that time. Gathered there by the Saints for Mac Peterson. He's had a sensational season too. His kick just misses the target there in McCutcheon. Coming through there is Benny Rantel. He goes back to Robinson. Robinson goes inboard to Miles McCluggage. A little bit of 1-2 action there. Kick comes in, bit of holding down the field. Free kick's going to go now, and it's going to go to Maxie Irving. Irving plays on quickly, looks for Henderson, and Ricky Henderson is going to go back and have the first shot of the afternoon. He's about 40 metres out, nearly directly in front, and you'd think the ex-Hawk and ex-Crow will have no problems at all. Tildy Carter slotting this one.
He'd be backing a player of Henderson standard from here, mate. Usually a good user of the footy, and you always were right in your pre-game tip that the job with Sam Dobson.
So here he goes. Ricky Henderson comes in, kicks on its way. I tell you what, the umpire doesn't move, and that's the first of the afternoon. A Lucas Brothers snag of the day from Ricky Henderson. And the Roosters go to 1 straight 6 on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. Saints yet to score. Hampden League Live match of the day. Philip Possum Kelly. All thanks to Red for Keeps.
I've set Poss onto a little task there. We've just got an unnamed player for the Roosters, number 56, just wanting to find out who the youngster is. So I sent him a message. So he's probably down at Roosterland just finding out who that youngster is on that outer side wing. But Tildy, I reckon really today is critical to make sure that those half-back flankers and so forth for Koroit don't have that loose footy. So some really close checking.
Yeah, both sides are very good at maintaining the possession of the footy, Hilly. So, ability to go from attack to defence is going to be pretty important here today.
Hey, Poss, let's go down to you all. Thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, good on you, Hilly. A good start, obviously, by the Roosters. And it was good that Henderson actually got up and took that mark, because that last little play looked like he pulled up a little bit short, but he seems to be okay. And I can confirm, Hilly, number 56, is that the man you're after?
That's the one.
Ollie Smith for the Roosters.
Ollie Smith, the son of the great Warrnambool Seahawks, Shane Smith.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. Grandson of Mike Hampden. No, he played a couple of weeks ago, young Ollie. So we're on the half-forward line for the Koroit Saints. The Roosters drew first blood. They lead 1 straight 6. Bridgewater, big jump and a big punch down, and Archie Stevens get the football on the run. 1-on-1. Good mark in the end by Shannon Becks out in front. Looks to centre the football. Kick has to be good. Irving's the target. He's been a live wire this season for the Roosters. Picked up by Whitehead. Inside the corridor, Paddy O'Sullivan. So clean on the pickup. Short and kick to centre wing. And a diving mark nicely taken in the end. I reckon that was Lloyd. He'll go back laterally. Finds Goodall. Geez, it's good to see this boy back in the lineup. Benny Goodall, one of the best country Victorian footballers of the last 20 years. Finds Rob. And he's just surmising where he goes next. He's got Goodall to running past. He'll go laterally and a short kick and finds Dobson. So they're just blocking holes, the Roosters, setting up defensively really well and making Koroit go the short kick. McPherson up the ground. Further down the ground's Whitehead. He could run off and get a quick ball moving forward. He does. Inside 50, Jack O'Sullivan's forward. Big fly from the back. Couldn't take the mark. In there is Isaac Thomas. Heavy tackle. Plenty of players around the contest, and we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50.
Must say, pretty impressive the way South Warrnambool peel back and set their zone up on the footy. There wasn't a player inside South Warrnambool's forward 70 at that occasion.
Jack O'Sullivan, interesting one playing
goals
forward. Yeah, something a little bit different. So they've thrown it around a little bit. Bridgewater over the top that time of O'Sullivan. Catch coming through. Handball comes out to Gallatin, I think it was. And out of bounds on the full. And the resultant free kick will go to the Saints. On centre wing, it'll be Tommy Bolsh. Good to see him back from the Rebels. Been in good nick too. Youngster that can run like a gazelle. Kicks into the pocket, looking for Dobson. Goes through his hands. Good spoil that time by Bridgewater. The ball's gone out of bounds. We're going to have a ball up deep in Koroit's 50-metre arc. 1 straight 6 to Roosters. Saints yet to score. Shojan Rockhard concrete scoreboard. O'Sullivan and Bridgewater. That's Jack. Fist down that time by Bridgewater. Coming through was Thompson. Wrapped up in a tackle there by Lawal. Another one from the Rebels. Good to see these kids back, showcasing their talent. Play the season. The season should be finishing now at the Rebels for mine. Get them all back here into the teams for the back half of the year, boys.
Agree.
Absolutely. I don't reckon Will White's playing today either. I haven't seen him out there training either, so he might be a bit of a laid out as well. Lawal off the side of the boot. It's out of bounds, and that wind's going to play a little bit of havoc this afternoon, Tildy.
Tough conditions, boys. I think the absence of the, Hussey and these midfielders forced Nick Thompson to go into the middle of the ground. Pretty good replacement to have as a backup.
Probably on this sort of day too, that hard and under footy, the ball's going to spend a bit of time on the deck as well, so probably not a bad
Been a good player
thing.
for a long time.
Oh yeah, terrific. So Whitehead, he's been improved this season. Oh, he sells a bit of candy, tries to run away from Shannon Becks on the left, puts it into the pocket. Dobson's going to fly. Good defensive punch in the end by Harry Lee, and we'll have another boundary throw in. Poss, let's go down to you on the boundary, all thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, good on you, Hilly. Yeah, I think Koroit will be quite content with the ball being where it is at the moment. They're just going to be patient by their time, and they can possibly score from the Roosters' point of view. As I said pre-game, Hilly, you need to have that ball on the other side of the ground when you're attacking to that bigger cheese end, because getting it out here where it is, it's going to be very difficult to get it out.
Oh, nice tap down that time to Will Cash. Take it high, though. That time was South Warrnambool Rooster player. I can't quite pick up who it was. Will Couch just letting you know who it is. It might be Stevens, is it? Archie Stevens. Bit of attention there from Couch. Stevens wants to play on quick. Kicks out wide. Bolsh in the front. Their position. Here's Whitehead. He gathers. Steps around. Good play. Got Couch on. Kicks down the line now. Thomas getting back, as is Stevens. Kicks back down the line. looking for a teammate. A nice mark taken there by Jetty Henderson for the South Warrnambool Roosters. Henderson goes inboard, not his best kick, cut off that time by Hoy. The skipper for the Koroit Saints had a sensational season. He plays on. He's going to bang it long and strong now. Jack O'Sullivan, but the Roosters got numbers back. Big fight, the pack. Holding's been pulled out here, and it's going to go to the Saints. And I reckon it might be a Shepherd, and it's going to be Jack O'Sullivan. He's going to get the resultant free kick. And Mickey Lowther in game number 700 says, no, you can't do that, Harry. And Jack's going to go back and have a shot about 25 metres out on a slight angle. And this is for the first goal of the afternoon for the Koroit Saints. O'Sullivan, massive lump of a kid. He's a man mountain. Comes in, stabs at it, and he slots it. Playing full for the hour this afternoon. Jack O'Sullivan kicks his first. It's the Saints first. They go to 1 straight 6. Roosters 1 straight 6. Shojin Rockhart concrete scoreboard for all your concreting needs. See Big Faz, Rowie and the boys today.
Jack O'Sullivan, is he just a spitting image of his father? Number 9, walks the same as him, just a dead ringer for him. What was costly there for South Warrnambool was that miss kick in ball by Henderson, it just opens the ground up for Koroit. Liam Hoyd hit the hot spot and 3 kick to O'Sullivan, so 1 goal all. So we're tied up, 9-minute mark, the first quarter.
Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group and Wally Steer. Warrnambool taking on Terang Mortlake up at the Reed Oval. Wally, what's happening, and good afternoon to you, buddy.
Yeah, good afternoon, boys. We've just ticked over 14 minutes, and Warrnambool are 1-1-7 to Terang Mortlake 1 goal. 2-1-7 now. Warrnambool just kicked the goal through Mitch Bidmade, and they are, as I said, 2-1 to 1 goal.
Beautifully done, Walter. Let's go over to the Gardens Oval. It's Port Fairy taking on the Cobden Bombers. Henry Robinson covering that one for us. Henry, what's happening over there as we say good afternoon to you and welcome to Hampden League Live?
G'day, boys. We're 11-minute mark of the first quarter. Port Fairy kicking with the breeze, and they're 2-1-13, leading Cobden at 1 behind.
Beautifully done, Henry. And let's go up to Melville Oval in Hamilton. The Kangaroos taking on the North Warrnambool Eagles. And Skeeter Cannon, good afternoon, Skeet.
G'day, big fella. How you going? It's 19 minutes into the first quarter. It's North Warrnambool leading Hamilton 3 goals straight, 18 to 1-1-7.
Beautifully done, Skeeter. Looking forward right throughout the afternoon. The other game, of course, Camden v the Portland Tigers. It starts late on Hampden League Live.
Yeah, 5 o'clock start, I think, for that game. And ball inside forward 50. And it's going to be a mark paid or a holding on or a chop or no. It's going to be a throw up.
He's called it.
Yeah, called it. Yeah, well done, Mick. So it's going to be inside forward 50 for the Saints. It's 1 straight 6 apiece on the Shojin concrete scoreboard. 10.5 minutes gone. First term action. And the first term brought to you by Badeness Rural out on Raglan Parade in Warrnambool. Oh, nice gather in there by Ransell. Got the handball out. But I'll tell you what, just the pressure around the football, Tildy. Plenty of numbers.
Yeah, a lot of numbers.
Hard exits.
Hot footy, as you'd expect in a game when there's so much at stake.
So we'll go for a secondary throw-up. Umpire Mick Lowther throws up nice and high. And look at the Bridgewater jump. McHenry couldn't quite grasp, but he's been held on to. And a free kick's going to go to Taylor McHenry. Just try to get the football out, and in the end, was ripped off it when the football was gone. So he'll have a shot for their second of the afternoon. And I'll tell you what, a player that's a bit of a utility for them, I reckon. Tildy can sort of play that running, negating role, but also too can play as a genuine midfielder or a swapping forward on a flank.
Yeah, he might be underrated a little bit within the league, but it's pretty big raps on him out here to Koroit. They really appreciate what he brings to the side.
Tell you what, he's a good sparky too, one of the best in the business.
Okay. Yep. 25 metres out. McHenry for the second goal of the afternoon for the Saints. Comes in low, might drop a little bit short, but it's over the top, and there's second.
Good finish.
Good finish in there by Taylor McHenry. Their second of the day, 2 straight 12. The Saints, the Roosters, 1 straight 6. 11.5 minutes gone. First term action. And Possum Kelly's on the boundary, all thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, good on your hilly advantage, Koroit. I think at this stage they've had the ball predominantly in their forward 50, and after South kicked the first goal, so their forward pressure's good. They're keeping it in there. They're not allowing South to get it out. And as I said, when you're sort of kicking into that bit of a breeze at that end, just patience is the thing. Just hold it in there until you get an opportunity, which came up, and bang, goal.
Absolutely. Been a hot start to this contest, that is for sure. So ball back in the middle again. Bex has moved into the ruck now, giving Bridgewater a spell, but Big Jezza Hoysler's going to go up this time. He wins it down to McCutcheon. McCutcheon gets it onto McHenry, who kicked the last goal. He's going nowhere, and the Gub just gives the ball back to umpire Jamie Lake. So Jezza Hoyle's going to have to shoulder a fair bit of the ruck load today, you would imagine. Oh, good roving that time by Stevens. He kicks forward. Nice little push out that time by Kelly. Gets the handball there to a teammate in Dye. Round the body he goes, kicks forward, pumps the Roosters into attack. He's Henderson. Steps around. Oh, no!
Goodbye, my own true lover, as we sing a lover song. How it
There'll be no swearing going on or anything, that is for sure. But I'm pretty sure we're just about to latch on now. Just chime back in now, big fella. And here we go. We are back on Hampden League Live. I have to apologise. We think that Big Dallas Ludeman or Bushrat or the boys down there on the fryer has sent us off. It has happened before. There's McCutcheon with a heavy hit. And back here, it's 2 straight 12, so no change to the score, 1-1-7. Just before we went off, Ricky Henderson really slotted a nice one, but Ollie Bridgewater has taken a nice mark in front of McPherson. He's going to go back and have a shot about 45 metres out. Wanted to play on that time to Dukas, but decided against it. Back yourself in, Ollie.
Left post, Stewie.
Left post at A-tilt, and just let the wind do the work for you. Good young kid, this kid.
Yeah, much improved player.
One of the most improved this year. He's going to be aiming straight for that Carter's Tree Services sign out here at Victoria Park in Koroit. Kind of stabbed at it a little bit in the end. It goes through for a minor score. So 1-2-8 to Roosters. Koroit 2 straights 12. That's at the Shojan Rockhard concrete scoreboard. Roosters kicking with a bit of a breeze in this first term.
So Dobson, he's a little bit indecisive of where to go next. Die on his tail. Kick has to be good to Mooney, and he had to stretch and he took the mark in the end. Very clean user of the football is Dallas Mooney. Plays on, short kick, good kick, finds Neve. They do this well, don't they, Tildy? They chip, and then they find that open space to find that, that longer bit of disposal. McCutcheon pulling under a little bit of pressure there, and that's holding the ball, so good pressure in the end.
I reckon. Mac Peterson.
Peterson on the end there. And the Roosters will get the resultant free kick on that outer side wing. So wherever they go to next, because we know that Koroit can also fill the gaps nicely as well. So they kick it inside, forward 50. Kelly's going to the target at the back. Couldn't take the mark. Goodall's had a fair bit of the football early. Hawes are under pressure. He's dispossessed, and that's holding the ball as well. So good pressure from Jack Dye. And this boy is a notable goal kicker for the Roosters. Dye's had a super start to his career at the Roosters, having kicked 30 goals this season and looking to kick his first of the day and also to take the lead back here at Victoria Park.
And the wind probably over his shoulder here, boys.
Yeah, still a tough kick, Stewie. Still a tough kick, but I think you're right, Lee. It's a nice kick for goal.
40 metres out, 45-degree angle, wind causing some havoc. Let's see what Jack Dye can do. And this is to regain the lead by 2 points here at Victoria Park. Comes in, connection's good, rotation's good. It looks like it's going to go across the face to the right and a minor score. So they're having some opportunities, the South Warrnambool Roosters. 139 on the Shojan concrete scoreboard. 2 straight 12, Koroit. And Tildy inside forward 50, thanks to Senate Accountant stats in this first term.
Yeah, Senate Accountant stats inside 50. 9 to South Warrnambool to 6 to Koroit, and 2 marks inside forward 50 to 1 to Koroit.
Oh, beautifully done. Sitting the count stats.
Spreadsheet there, Stewie.
Magnificent, mate. And Joey Wooden, too, the runner for the Koroit Saints. He's looking magnificent. He's in good nick. He's the big one man, the firefighter. Oh, big pack that time. Goes to the hands of Bex. Quick kick forward. All sitting underneath at that time was Kelly. Coming through there was Dye. Quick kick around by Kelly. I tell you what, they like it, the Roosters, but no, it doesn't come back far enough. They did like it, so it goes through for a minor score. So they're peppering here at the moment. South Warrnambool, they go to 1-4-10. That's on the Shojan Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. Koroit 2 straight 12. 17 minutes gone on the Battery World time clock. And, of course, the Roosters kicking with a 2 to 3 goal breeze in this first term here in our Hampden League Live match of the day.
So Dobson back in the lineup after that little minor hamstring strain against North Warrnambool a fortnight ago. Such a key player. Brings it down the line. Watch Sam Dobson fly at the back. So did Tommy Bolsh. McCutcheon coming through. Got the handball out to Tommy Bolsh. He can run and carry. Kicks to centre half forward. It's going to be a foot race. Thomas Lee in there's Couch. Lee got the handball out. Henderson in the long sleeves goes to the corridor, smothered nicely by McHenry. Holds his feet, looking through his Couch. Now it's Maxie Irving. Finds Luau. That was clever. Got the handball out, looking for Ollie Smith. Gee, the young fellas did well there for the Roosters. They're going to get the receipt and free kick. And a little bit going on here. Mac Peterson in the middle there.
Reversed it. I reckon he was stiff there.
Yeah.
He's reversed the free kick, and the Saints, a little bit of heat going off the ball.
I think he was stiff there, to be honest. He got
pretty unlucky.
Yeah. Very unlucky.
And it's going to be Hoy who'll go to Goodall. Goodall now goes long, and he's got O'Sullivan all by himself. He can run and carry. That's Finn O'Sullivan inside 50. Good kick. Dobson. Oh, you know, he's brought in a beautiful one-handed mark. Williamson. Tunnel ball looking for Thompson. Thompson falls, tripped over. Here's Jack O'Sullivan. Kicks towards goalwood. That's going to float through and hit the post.
Geez, had a bit of a leg on it.
Gee whiz, the wind did a bit of work with that one. 2-1-13, 1-4-10, 3 points the margin. And I'll tell you what, we've got a great game of footy here on Hampden League Live.
What about that little bit of play there from Finn O'Sullivan? I know it's only a small. He's only 15, 16 years old. How was that kicked? And Dobson just...
Bit of polish there, Stewie.
Oh, yeah, he looks good. Top 10, my mail.
Top 10?
The moz on him, yeah, that's my mail. Nice mark taken on that far outer side by Ricky Henderson. He goes inboard. Here's Lowell. Gives a bit of run, a bit of carry for the Roosters. Into little Maxie Irving. They're running through the middle of Victoria Park now, the Roosters. Big kick, looking for Bridgewater. Bolsh has got to get across. Handball over the top, could be on, could go back. Decides to snap it himself and puts through a banana. Ollie Bridgewater goes bang, 2-4-16. That is the South Warrnambool Roosters. They lead the Saints 2-1-13. Shojan Rockhard Concrete scoreboard until he thought his way through that very well, did Ollie Bridgewater.
Pretty agile for a big fella. Pretty nimble at ground level, good agility, and really like the way South Warrnambool moves the footy off half back through the middle of the ground there. Exciting to watch. Definitely, as we've said, boys, two pretty exciting teams here. They're going to meet later in the season, and, you know, imagine both these sides going out on a big ground, a nice, dry, still day.
I'll tell you what, that's a Lucas Brothers snag of the day contender as well. That was clever from the big man. I love Luell's little bit of work in the middle there,
he's
too.
a good player.
The Roosters tend to sort of go into that corridor a little bit too, don't they? They drive a lot of their thrust, I guess, through that corridor section.
Yeah, come off half back through the middle of the ground for sure.
Coming off first square there was tight was Luell, as was Jaira Neve. Working back there was Lloyd. Chasing the football and trying to sock it off the ground there was McHenry. Football just in pure contest mode. Luell dives onto it. He tripped over. Coming through is Herman. In there is Archie Stevens. Here's Connor Byrne. He looks to straighten it up inside the corridor. Mooney's taking a nice mark.
Geez, the kick come off.
Fortunate, very fortunate.
Now they peel off through Peterson. Peterson's got a bit of time to run and carry. Spearing past Williamson Dobson. Good contest.
That's a great contest.
Yeah, Williamson won out that time. Kick out there to Rantel. He tries to evade. He does. He got the head-high tackle anyway. And he'll get the resultant free kick across half-back. So some good pace football here at the Victoria Park. It's the Saints currently trailing by 3 points. 2-4-16 South Warrnambool, Koroit 2-1-13.
Yeah, been a good entertaining first quarter of football. All thanks to Harvey Norman Computers, of course, for all your computing needs. Get out to see the boys at Harvey Norman, Nick and the crew. Absolutely magnificent. So the ball's on centre wing now. Could have been taken high. Umpire Jamie Lakes pulled the one. He said, nah, holding the air.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. out. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I heaver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's heavering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm walking, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home.
So if someone's downstairs, Dallas or Ants or Bushrat or someone, just tell them to maybe stop frying up the fries.
It's enough dim sims for the day.
It's enough dimmies for the day, but we're back on in earnest, and it is. It's a good game of footy. And 2-4-16, the Roosters, Saints 2-1-13, Shojan Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. We have ticked over 23 and a half minutes on the Battery World time clock this first term.
So it's Isaac Thomas at half back. He'll go down the line. The target's going to be Kelly. Good contested mark. And he had to do a bit of work there because he had Bolsh on his tail. And we know Bolsh has got those long, gangly arms, and he can get that reach in, big Tommy Bolsh.
Matco High highlight of the day for mine.
So Kelly, he'll play on. He'll go long down to half forward. Dobson, Henderson, good match up. And a hand on it there from Benny Dobson. Sees it to go over the boundary for a boundary throw. And Poss, let's go down to you all thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, good on you, Hilly. Good tight contest, isn't it? I thought there at one stage early in the quarter that Koroit might have been a little bit better on the outside, but sort of South has started to even the contest, which is good, so it's a great game.
Kelly O'Sullivan in the ruck this time. Neve dances around and pirouettes and got the handball out, and he was holding the ball, the umpire deemed. Free kick to the late incoming in Dukas, the big Duke.
I think he got one high first, Hilly.
Yeah, well, I thought he was a little bit stiff there. Dryer and Neve. So Dukas, he's a long kick. He pumps it towards the goal square. Bex is there, has to take on a couple. At the back there is Calishan. Off the ground, across the face of goal. And a minor score, so they're peppering the South Warrnambool Roosters. 2-5. 17, 2-1-13 the Saints, 4 points to the margin, 25 minutes gone, first term action at Tildy. The Roosters have had some football entries inside forward 50.
Yeah, it has been inside forward 50 a dozen times, boys, which is plenty of opportunities. Koroit are defending pretty well, and vice versa at that other end of the ground. I think South Warrnambool's back half standing up pretty well. Harry Lee and Thomas and Williamson doing a good job in particular.
Yeah, absolutely. So a ball in the middle of the ground now. McCutcheon looking for Dobson. Good fist away again by Robertson. Here comes Chumpy pulling. Well done that time by Harry Lee. Oh, could have been gone holding the football. They want to move it on quickly. They've got a bit of a mismatch down forward with Heusler. So the kick's going to come in that time. It's a little Connor Byrne, not his best kick. Goes to the true hot spot, about 20 metres out from goal. Diving on the football there is the big Duke. And umpire Mickey Lowther says we are going to have a ball up. And let's go around the grounds now, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Wally Steer, Warrnambool beat v Terrain Mortlake up at the Reed Oval. What's the latest, Walt?
We're at quarter time and it's all tied up 2-3-15 to each side. Probably a 4-goal breeze going to the right of screen if you're looking at it. So Warrnambool kicked into the breeze in the first quarter, so they've done pretty well. So score's all tied.
Beautifully done. Let's go over to Port Fairy and the Cobden Bombers. Henry Robertson, what's the latest over there, Henry?
Port Fairy have got off to a really good start. They're 4-5-29, leading Cobden 2-2-14. Matt Sally's kicked 3 with the 27-minute mark, but the quarter may go for a little longer. We had a stretcher. Roland really looks like he's got a leg injury, so we'll probably go for about 34, 35 minutes here, I think.
No good for young Riley McVilly for the Cobden Bombers, and the Seagulls off to a flyer over there. Wouldn't that be a great result for Seagull supporters? Hammond Kangaroos v the North Warrnambool Eagles. Skeeter Cannon at Melville Oval. What's happening up there, Skeet?
Yeah, it's quarter time here, Matty, and it's North Warrnambool leading Hamilton 4-1-25 to 1-4-10.
So the Eagles off to an absolute flyer up there at Melville Oval. That is around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group.
Absolutely. Back here is the Roosters leading by 3 points, and O'Sullivan spearing past in the end to Neve, but the ball was over the boundary line for a boundary throw. And one thing that's really impressed me with the Roosters this afternoon, Tilt, and we probably haven't seen a lot of South, is just their midfielders, their wingers, really pushing back and giving that assistance to their back six.
Yeah, they are. They don't usually let their defenders defend one-on-one. They're very good at pushing numbers back inside the opposition's forward 50.
So ball in the half-back line. Here's Herman. He tried to get it out. May have been a little bit lucky there. I would have thought, pulling, really trying to get the football out of that contest. Look at him jump on it. And there's a quarter-time siren. First-term action completed here at Victoria Park. And it's the Roosters will take a 3-point lead, 2-4-16, leading Koroit 2-1-13, all single goal kickers. For the Roosters, we have one to Bridgewater and Ricky Henderson. And whilst for the Saints, Jack O'Sullivan and Taylor McHenry, the two goal kickers here till quarter time.
Yeah, beautifully done. So at quarter time here and a few players just getting to know each other. It is a 3-point lead to the South Warrnambool Roosters. They are kicking with a slight breeze in this first quarter, probably a 2 to 3 goal breeze, to be honest. And we are going to take a break now on Hampden League Live. On the other side, second quarter action on your home of football, 94.5 3YB FM.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh Warrnambool Nissan, Babeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, 3YB FM.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Fitz Media Productions is your online broadcast specialist. From meetings and special events to weddings, funerals and sport, Fitz Media's fully equipped mobile broadcast unit provides a professional, reliable live stream anywhere. Contact us today.
Woohoo! The footy's back, bigger and better than ever. Just like the boys at Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, now offering full logbook servicing and mechanical. With tyres starting from $60 and zip pay available. Why go anywhere else? Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, Ferry Street.
The Country Care Dental team listen, care and explain so you know you're in good hands. From no-gap cleaning to advanced procedures, they'll look after you. Open 8 to 7 weekdays in Hamilton and Camperdown. countrycaredental.com.au.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
When building a new home, the first place to go is Greens Bricks and Windows. They stock PGH Bricks trend windows and doors with double glazing to all styles. Make the right choice. See Greens Bricks and Windows, 7 Robson Street, Warrnambool.
I'm Roma Britnell, your local Member of State Parliament. I'm working hard for you and for the South West Coast region to make sure we have a vibrant and prosperous place to live and work. I want to know what matters most to you, to hear your ideas on how to make South West Coast even better. You can email me, catch me on social media, or visit my office in Liebig Street. I'm here to work for you.
Authorised by Roma Britnell MP, 94 Liebig Street, Warrnambool, funded from parliamentary budget.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun don't.
3 steps: design, plan and construct. Smith & Son Renovations and Extensions take care of all 3 steps to provide you with a smooth and cost-effective process. See Nathan and the team at Smith & Sons, Ferry Street, quality builders and reno specialists.
Did you know that Badeness Rural have 3 agronomists and an experienced in-store team to help service the needs of their clients? With the right advice and the latest in agriculture technology, they provide a tailored service specific to your farm needs. Helping you boost production and keeping costs in check is what they do best. From on-farm agronomy to decades of expertise in-store to help you get the best results. Call in and see them today. Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
On 3YBFM, this is Hampden League Live for Harvey Norman Computers, Carter Group and Peter Bolsh Bridgestone.
Time here, and it's the Roosters 2-5-17. They're leading Koroit 2-1-13. Shojan Rockhard conference scoreboard. Entertaining first quarter of footy. Trent Hill, Scotty Carter.
Very entertaining. Plenty of pressure, I should expect, with the stakes being so high. I'm pretty impressed with the way South Warrnambool will move the footy back through the middle of the ground at times, but you've probably got to say at this stage, Koroit slightly with their noses in front, probably 2-goal breeze, but even though there is a bit of a wind advantage, that breeze is not going to be that easy to use to your advantage. Just really swirly, tough conditions out here today.
I guess, Tildy, this quarter is going to be really important for those back six of the Roosters, and obviously those midfielders that are going back and helping out the back six, those wingers and midfielders really sort of causing a bit of chaos down there, so there's not much room for your Couches and Dobsons to get a bit of footy because they did it well in that first term, but obviously kicking towards the Murray-Goulburn end, or the Bega end, as we call it now, that's where the goals are probably going to be predominantly kicked from the rest of the day.
No, you're right, vitally important, but they are very, very well drilled and set up very quickly. They really do get back really quickly and support their back six, so it's going to be a good test for their way they structure up, but at the moment, very enjoyable game. As we spoke about, it's never going to be a free-flowing, high-scoring affair out here today. So whoever earns a victory today, as I said, he's going to have to earn the 4 points for sure.
I'm just having a laugh, boys. I'm just looking at the huddle at the Koroit Saints and the great Darren Doggy Lynch just doing a little bit of reconnaissance work, just listening to the messaging from Chris McLaren over there. So very, very funny, and he'll be probably referring back to the coaching staff at Brewsterland.
It's good to see a lot of people out here at the footy today, that is for sure. Just a quick AFL score too, boys. The Crows are 3 points up on the Pies at the Adelaide Oval this afternoon. Lions are 18 points up against the Giants. That's all thanks to McLaren Hunt around
the blockbuster to come at 4:30, Stewie.
The blockbuster to come, North, Melbourne and Richmond. If you beat us today, Tilt.
You're what? You're what?
I don't know.
He's back on the he'll be back on the
pizza for a year.
He'll be back on the Sack Dimmer bandwagon, I reckon.
Wouldn't surprise me at the moment. It's happened before. I reckon we got you in Reece Short.
Yeah, you did. Over. Friday night, yep.
Wouldn't that be just... Isn't it good to see McDonald's too? Great supporter of local footy and netball, and not only the league, but also the radio station. You look out there and the coaches' boards have got the big McDonald's. They give them all to all the clubs, which is just sensational to see. And really healthy crowd out here too.
Good crowd.
It's good.
Considering, not the greatest day in the world. Good crowd.
And the Carter Group Water Boys too, of course. They got the Water Boy tops out there looking sensational as well. The league is certainly in a healthy position, that is for sure. And this is going to be a big quarter. To be honest, we're going to know a hell of a lot more after this quarter, boys, aren't we?
Oh, definitely. For the Roosters, centre breaks would be nice and important if they get one out of the middle, against this breeze. Nick Thompson is going to be vitally important. His experience in the middle of the ground there. For Koroit in the middle, I think they've got O'Sullivan, Hoy and Pulling. Pulling's gone from that wing role he used to play years ago to a prime midfielder now, and what a great season he's having.
What about Archie Stevens, first quarter? Moves the ground, up at the ground, both ends, really, really nicely, Tilt, and such a barometer for him.
Neat player, isn't he?
Yeah, neat.
Really neat, clean player, yeah, and you can see why he's been looked at for higher level for sure.
Yeah, beautiful.
Speaking of the Stevens boys, George Stevens, how's his progress going, lads?
No idea, mate.
I think he was mentioned in the paper during the week for prospective draft. Number 20, I think he was.
Yeah, right.
In the top 20 for sure. Yeah.
Umpire Lake back in the middle of the ground now. He's about to ball it up. Hoysler, he's going to go up against Bridgewater. Been a good duel thus far. Bridgewater grabs it out of the ruck that time. There's O'Sullivan. Maxie Irving wrapped up in a tackle going nowhere. And umpire Jamie Lake says, give it to me, we're going to have a ball up. So Lake, he's been a stalwart as well for a long time. There's Paddy O'Sullivan dispossessed by Thompson. McCutcheon got pushed into the contest there, and it's going to be a third bounce in the space of about 10 metres here at Victoria Park in Koroit this afternoon. Live streaming right across southwest Victoria and all the way around the world this afternoon. Here's Hoy, just steps through a bit of traffic. Nice smother. Thompson, just keep an eye on that. That smother might have hurt a finger or a hand or something. Irving leads in the race here. Good play, Maxie Irving. Left foot kick inboard now. Going to be the target is Henderson, but getting back and taking a beautiful mark. Mark that one down as a Matco Hire highlight of the day contender was the Moon Man, Dallas Mooney. Not his best kick to pulling. Puts him under a little bit of pressure. Gathering the football there was Stevens back to Thompson. He's recovered. And a nice kick inboard and finds Corey Gallichan. And Gallichan's going to go back and have a shot about 46 metres out directly in front into a little bit of a stiff enough breeze.
Yeah, well, big Corey, he's probably played a fair bit of halfback this year, just obviously due to necessity, but he's a notable goal kicker, can kick goals, and, well, I'll tell you what, wouldn't this be a nice way to start the first team?
It's vitally important. Generally a pretty good finisher.
So 40 metres out, Corey Gallichan looks okay off the boot. That's a great goal. That is a great goal, and he likes it as well, the Cod. And they get the first of this second term. 3-5-23 South Warrnambool, leading Koroit 2-1-13. Lucas Brothers snag of the day contender. And that was a nice finish against the breeze, but it's going to be a hard end to kick goals, probably from set shots from that range, Tilt.
Definitely going to be worth their weight in goals. Goals to that end of the ground. I've noticed, I think Chet Herman might be playing a defensive role here on pulling for the day, boys. I just think he might be trying to put the slopes on Alex Pulling, who has been a prime mover for Koroit all year.
Seems to be running wherever he goes, doesn't he? And Pulling has been magnificent for the Saints, for sure. So they're running with Mac Peterson on the far wing, Whitehead on the closest wing.
Been pretty good today, Whitehead.
Been very good. So ball back in the middle. It's going to be Heusler and Bridgewater again. A little bit going on in the middle too with the midfielders. Winning it down that time was Heusler to Paddy O'Sullivan. Going back there with the football was Rantel. He's wrapped up by McCutcheon. Too high as the umpire's call. And the free kick will go to Benny Rantel across half back. He plays on quickly to a teammate there. Spots up Bridgewater. Takes a nice mark. He's been good, Bridgewater. Mercy on centre wing. Little worm burner kick. It's a little Jet Herman. One-on-one contest on that far outer side. Well done there by Goodall on that left boot in game number 2 today. Over the backs, McCutcheon couldn't quite get the handball through to Dobson. Coming through and picking up there was Robertson. That was good play to Thompson. A little bit of 1-2. Here's the wow. He's got space now in front of him. Look at him. He can run and carry the football. Beautiful kick to Bex. Bex Shannon plays on there to Kelly. Kelly now in the left boot. Got a player on the forward pocket. I reckon it's Stevens if he can gather. Yes, he can. Oh, great smother by the Moon Man, Dallas Mooney. Mark that one down. And that is a Matco Hire highlight of the day contender. Dallas Mooney. The ball comes back for the Roosters. Kelly under a bit of pressure now. The intensity's lifted up all of a sudden here. Wrapped up there is Irving. And we're going to have a ball up, and you can just feel and sense everything's just lifting a little bit here, boys.
Impressive the way Southwarn will bring the footy back through the middle of the ground, but Dallas Mooney smothered then. How many times has he saved Koroit over the years?
I'm just going to say the same thing. He's such a workhorse, isn't he, Mooney?
Time and time again.
Absolutely. But, geez, the connection from the Roosters was good too. Paddy O'Sullivan out of defensive 50. Good kick, finds Whitehead. He's really dominated that wing thus far. Finds Peterson. He'll go short by foot. Too much on the kick for Bolsh. Here comes Rantel. Bolsh stands his ground and does well to soccer it forward. Only as far as Herman. Stevens for the Roosters. Inside 50. Bex tries to stretch out. Coming through his die. Good by his feet. He just couldn't get enough time to get it on the boots. And it'll be a boundary throw in. Poss, let's head downstairs to you. All thanks to Red for Keeps.
Yeah, beautifully done, Hilly. Yeah, good start to the game, and it's been a good game in general, hasn't it? Now, I can tell you too, boys, that Bush Smith and Alan Blackburn are in the stadium, and Blackie has requested mid-strength cans because he's going to claim Butcher's prize, boys. Now, just another quick one. You've seen there that nice smother by Dallas Mooney. Hilly, it doesn't go down as a Senate's accountant stats, but I can tell you that just this week that Dallas was recently became an associate director of Senate's accountants, so good luck to Dallas.
And a free kick there to young Maxie Irving, and a little bit of a spot fire here. Just coming in late there was Whitehead in that contest. I don't think it was really any malicious intent. It was just coming in late, and Irving hit the ground pretty hard. And the youngster, well, he's going to have a set shot from 40, and this might take his absolute very best, Tildy.
Tough kick, but, if you could slot this, all of a sudden the kick 2 into the teeth of this breeze. His first 5 into the quarter.
He's been a fine. 16 goals this season for Maxie Irving, and he looks to play on. Comes in, awkward bounce. Look at the wind take that one. It's working its way around, and on the goal line, Nilly Kelly takes the mark. Now it's a hot football. It's about really getting it out for the Saints, and a boundary throw-in will occur. And I like his method there, Irving. Obviously not your conventional set shot. He's sort of gone out on angles to try and work it around.
Wasn't far away, Hilly, at all.
Also very close.
It wasn't far away. They've been impressive at the start of the second quarter, the Roosters.
10 points the margin. We've played 6 minutes on the battery wheel time clock. Henderson, 20 metres out, right foot snap, and out of bounds on the full. So an opportunity, but just it was a rushed one. And the Saints will look to get it out of the defensive 50. Lloyd still deep in his pockets. He's been a good find this year for the Saints as well. Good kick, finds McCutcheon. The Roosters, they run off and they plug the holes, and I reckon you're right with Herman. He's not letting Pulling have any space at all. And McCutcheon, undecisive where he's going to go. The wind holds it up a little bit. No one directly comes to it. Sidestepping there nicely was McCluggage. Centre half forward, Die. Good body work. It's a holding on free kick anyway. What will he do now? Will he go the set shot? It's going to take a big kick from 50, or will he look to set up something a little bit shorter? Jack Dye, 30 goals in season 2022. Jonah Mars there for assistance. He'll look to kick it long to Warrnambool to the top of the square. Henderson holding on. Free kick to the Saints. And at the goal square, we're going to see Tommy Bolsh take the resultant free kick.
Has this wind changed or anything possible? It seems like it's blowing from a different angle or something.
Yeah, really swirly, Matty. It's probably predominantly still coming from the same direction, but every now and again, it sort of gusts directly in behind those top-end goals. So it's a really tricky breeze. It's really getting up now too.
It is getting up. Gale force winds here. To me, it just seems like it's actually just shunted the other way, to be honest. Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to the McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Warrnambool take on Terrain Moorlake at the Reed. Wally's here. What's the latest up there, Walt?
Okay, we are. Let's just flick something on the scoreboard, which is not real good. There we go. So the Blues are. This is at the 12.5-minute mark. The Blues are 6-4-40, and the Bloods are 2-4-16. And definitely a 4 to 5 goal northerly breeze.
I'll tell you what, the wind's changing out here, so just be ready for it in there. Port Ferry taking on the Cobden Bombers. Henry Robertson covering that one. What's happening over there, Henry?
About 6 minutes 30 into the second quarter. It's Cobden 5-5-35, leading Port Ferry 4-5-29.
So they're back in the contest there, the Cobden Bombers. Let's go to Skeeter Cannon up at Hamilton v the North Warrnambool Eagles. What's happening up there, Skeet?
Well, I can tell you one thing, boys. If you get the vision during the week, you'll see the Market of the Year by Hamish Cook from the Hamilton. It was an absolute beauty, and he's kicked a goal. And it's 16 minutes into the second quarter. It's North Warrnambool 5-8-38 to Hamilton 2-5-17.
Beautifully done. I want to see the footage of Hamish Cook for the Hamilton Kangaroos here. The Saints go into attack again. God, it's been a good contest. Robinson and Dobson doing a good job at the moment.
Is it Williamson?
Williamson, sorry.
He's doing a really good job.
John.
I think they're all the key defenders are doing pretty well. I think Harry Lee's doing pretty well, and Thomas has done pretty well, and Will Couch also.
I like the midfield work. I just think that all the entries are out wide for the Saints. There's nothing been really direct, so it's putting a lot of pressure on him, especially with that swirly breeze too, Till.
Yeah, defending really well. He's going to play holding the ball here.
Oh, I thought he was gonna. No, ball's come out. Dobson, he's wrapped up in a tackle. Whitehead in there as well. There's Jonah Couch. A little bit of a don't argue, and the umpires plucked that one out for too high. And a few players just getting to know each other down there.
Pretty willing out there, boys. You're earning your kicks out there.
It's good. There's a bit of spark getting into this contest here. He's reversed it, has he? Has he reversed it? No, sure. Oh, he has.
No.
Oh, come on, James. I didn't know as much in that. Anyway, while Will Couch is going to get the resultant free kick and go back, and that is a crucial free kick, but we're not out there. We can't see what might have happened or what was said. And either way, Willie Couch is going to go back and have a shot directly in front. And big kick in the context of this game. Just been all south, to be honest, at the start of this second term. They trail by 10 points, the Saints. You can hear the sirens going, trying to put him off. Couch comes in. It's a floater, but it goes through. He's just got that uncanny ability to kick goals when he needs to, as Will Couch. And the Saints go to 2-1-19. They trail the Roosters 3-5-23. Shojan Rockhard concrete scoreboard. Hard to say, boys. There was a reversal there. What was in it? I can't really say.
Hard to say unless you're.
I just think clubs teams have got to be really mindful that the umpires are going to be onto it, Tildy. And I think we've seen it throughout the course of the year with umpires are not going to tolerate anything, but anything that's after a contest, free kicks called. So,
well, it's twice today, I've noticed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think teams and that have got to be a little bit smarter with the way they operate, especially after a free kick's awarded, whether there's been a little scuffle or not. And may not have been much in it, but still, you just got to be careful, especially when it comes finals time too, where they're going to be a lot more hot on it.
No, you're right.
Results in a goal too.
Yeah,
That's it.
A vital goal too.
Saw it a couple of weeks ago against North Warrnambool and Koroit, same sort of things. So back in the centre, the margin, well, it's only back to 4 points. Beck's back in the middle, Smith's there, as is Herman. Good bit of hard footy here. McCutcheon's on the footy and a push in the back against young Ollie Smith. So McCutcheon been a bit of a barometer the last couple of minutes for the Saints. Good kick. Finds Sam Dobson out in the lead, 55-60 from home. He'll drive it long. The target's going to be Hawser up against Lee, a little bit wide and out of bounds, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Let's go down to the boundary. All thanks to Rent for Keeps. He's rugged up with a Hampden League beanie, the Hampden League Live jacket, and I'll speak at Philip Possum Kelly.
Get on you, Hilly. Yep, well, the meteorologists are right, because I've just had a look, and it's they're expecting north winds to 30 to 45 kilometres gusting, so it's certainly on cue, because it's about 3 p.m. now, so we can expect the wind to continue to get up for the remainder of this game, I'd imagine, boys.
Yeah, so we're just having a few little technical issues, so we do apologise, and the free kick's been plucked out here. I think it's gone to Benny Goodall too. Missed that one, but Goodall has got the resultant free kick directly in front, about 25 metres out. So he's normally beautiful kick of the football. First time he's probably kicked a goal in a few years, to be honest, if he slots this one through Goodall, and he does, makes no mistake about it. It hits Takata's Tree Services to traffic sign, and that's 2 goals in 2 minutes for the Saints. So they go to 4-1-25. They've hit the front. They lead the Roosters 3-5-23. Shojan Rockhard concrete scoreboard. And as I said, just having a few technical issues today. We've had power outages, and I think the live stream might have gone down, but we're just hopefully working on it now. It'll be back up shortly, and a lot of people watching right around Australia and right around the world, even the Bahamas this afternoon, which is fantastic.
Well, I did see the great Terry Becks, one of the great South Warrnambool man, checking in as well. So good to see Bexy live streaming, and he'll be watching the fortunes of one of his sons in Shannon running around straight in the middle at the moment, Tildy.
Pretty even game now, isn't it? I mean, the Roosters all attacking early in the quarter, and Koroit have gone forward 50 and gone whack. So she's back to a level ball game at the moment, boys.
So Jack O'Sullivan and Shannon Becks in the middle, and the Saints have regained the lead after trailing a quarter time. Nice throw up there, and a good bit of bodywork. Socket off the ground there by Thompson. Free kick. He was dragged off the footy accidentally in the end. But unfortunately a free kick, so the handball goes straight into the hands of Archie Stevens. Inside 50, Kelly, one of the players that's going to set himself 3 bites of the cherry, almost took the mark, all hits the ground. Galashin's in there for the Roosters. Plenty of Saints there trying to hold it to his chest just to ensure he doesn't get any clean ball out. And we'll have a throw up right inside the forward arc for the South Warrnambool Roosters, probably at 40 metres out. So they've had some good inside forward 50s, the Roosters, in this quarter, which is at the end where it's probably not the notable goal-kicking end. Neve, right on his tail was Lamont. I'll tell you what, he's showing some class and some excitement throughout the course of the afternoon. When he gets the football, he can run with it. It's a beauty, isn't it? Run and dash. He's like, he sort of reminds you a little bit like Giath from Hawthorn. CJ. Oh, look at that big punch from O'Sullivan. That's huge. That's gone about 30 metres. And Neve tries to clean it up. Lamont's there as a Koch. The youngsters trying to work in tandem. Here comes O'Sullivan. He's, tell you what, that looked like a try from Origin the other night.
Good decision too.
That was Thompson. That was fantastic tackle, because probably the biggest bloke on the field.
Tried the fend off. Yeah.
And he had to latch on. He smothered the ball earlier, Nick Thompson. He had a sore hand or sore finger.
Playing a good captain's game, isn't he?
Courageous for mine. Mark that there's a Matco higher highlight, boys. Magnificent. Good mark taken that time by Shannon Becks. That'll keep Dad Terry happy. Kicks down the line now. He's looking for Kelly. McPherson's getting in there, taking a nice mark was Dye. And every time, you notice Dye, when he takes a mark inside 50, he goes back. It's obviously a bit of a directive from the coach. He just goes back, and he knows he's going to have a shot. So he's a beautiful kick of the football, and I think he backs himself in.
Yeah, well, he's a good kick of the footy. He's within scoring range here, and you know, in these conditions, the more you try to short pass the footy sometimes inside the forward 50, the bigger chance you've got to bring yourself undone. So back himself in and go back and have a shot.
30 majors for the year, and that game against Portland where he hit 5 was very dangerous.
Is he from Bendigo way? Or
yeah, around that way, Maryborough, Castlemaine. So Dye, 45-degree angle, 30 metres out, looking for his first of the day. Comes in. It's, again, a helicopter kick deep. Oh, it's a good mark. That's a terrific mark, and I reckon it might have been Bridgewater. Just really stretching it is, and the big ruckman. That's a Matco highlight of the day contender. And, well, he's only within probably 8 metres of the goal. Tightish sort of angle. And he's not a conventional drop. He doesn't have a conventional kick, young Ollie. A little bit different.
I think Squid Game's got the job done too for the first tee of the quaddie. So it was ball.
One out, was it?
Check side, and that's out of bounds on the fall from Ollie Bridgewater. And I'll tell you what, that's an opportunity not begging.
I will say, to his credit, when he goes off the footy lately, Bridgewater, he's developed another part of his game. He's been able to take some marks inside the 450. That's 2 or 3 for today.
He's won by a bee's proverbial, but he's got the job done, Squiddy. The Squid Game.
You on yourself, Stewie?
I was on myself too. Yeah, 1 out from myself as well. Nice little up going as well now, which will be even better. Hey, beautiful kick, great mark taken by Big Jezza. Heusler, that is, for the Koroit Saints. Oh, played on quickly, not his best handball, the big fella. Oh, pushing the back. Yeah. Oh, here we go. McCutcheon comes crashing in. And
pretty undisciplined play there from Galashon, to be honest. It was just, he just had to prop off him a little bit and sweat on him a little bit.
Geez, Harry Lee copped one too there. Just a bit of friendly fire. Here goes Bridge. Oh, sorry, it's a Henderson. Gets a handball back. Well, that's got to be a sling tackle for mine. It goes. The free kick's going to go to Jonah Marr for the South Warrnambool Roosters across half back. So Marr wants to kick out wide, looking for Bex. Not his best option that time. Nice mark taken by Mac Peterson. He's been solid for the Saints. Goes inboard for Fraser Robb. So Robb for the Saints. He plays on. He bangs it long and high. It's going to float out. It's going to float out of bounds on the full. Geez, that wind has got even bigger.
Stronger.
Yeah, that's stronger.
Definitely.
In this Hampden League Live match of the day, the free kick is going to go to Harry Lee. So it's 4-1-25 Koroit, 3-5-23 the Roosters, 7.5 minutes gone the Battery World time clock.
Oh, Couch grabbed it out of nowhere. Big fly there from Neve. At the soccer there from Goodall. Oh, what a dive there from Benny Rantel. The Mako Hire highlight of the day contender.
Good play.
And that was tough and strong and courageous from Ben Rantel. And the minor score to the Saints. So they go to 4-2-26, leading South Warrnambool 3-5-23. 18 minutes gone. Battery World time clock. And it's going to be McCluggage who'll do the kick-in duties. It's going to hold up. Sitting there is Henderson, almost took the mark. Tewatt O'Sullivan's been busy. That's Jack. Punched forward by Mooney. Couch gathers on the bounce. Short kick on the lead. One hand almost taken by Dobson. And just, I guess, hugging that boundary line really hard to try and get that ball into the centre with just what the wind's doing, Tilt.
Pretty tough pockets from there, Hilly, at the moment.
Yeah.
I think Ben Dobson, interesting move. I think he's gone forward as well, boys.
So Bridgewater, Horsler, I loved Bridgewater's work. Nice pick up in the end there by McHenry. Paddy O'Sullivan, there's Mac Peterson. Handball's back to Mooney, just puts it on the boot. Dobson gathers and he'll put it on the boot as well, hoping for someone to take a mark. Almost taken, it was McHenry, but a free kick for too high.
Hasn't he been good, McHenry?
Yeah, been terrific. So McHenry, 55 from home, wants to play on immediately, does, kicks it long, gave it everything to the top of the square. Flying there was Williamson. Lee reads it nicely. Henderson gathers, and Archie Stevens evades. Got the ball out. Under pressure was Williamson. It's going to float out of bounds on the full, and I'll tell you what, a lot of areas getting marked.
Well, what they're going to do until they're going to be kicking to the top side here until Koroit, don't they? They're kicking to that dead pocket, mate.
Yeah, they're in the dead pocket
and
for
I reckon Chrissy McLaren will be just pulling his hair out a bit at the moment because they're doing all the attacking, so they've got to kind of bring it across the other side of the ground.
South Warrnambool will be quite happy on this pocket for sure.
My oath, that's where you can defend from. So here goes Hoy. Handball over the top to McCutcheon. Oh, he's just fumbled it, Dill. And ball goes out of bounds right in front of the Red Army faithful downstairs, and they let him know about it too. So 4-1-25, Koroit. Roosters 3-5-23. Might have dropped the red jackets to the Owen. They're gone with the black numbers.
Yeah, a couple of jackets there. A couple of Red Armies.
So the Reds are still floating around. Big Jack O'Sullivan, he's just feasting it forward nowadays. Neve. Could have been a push in the back that time to Jed Henderson. And umpire Mickey Lowther in game number 700. The flat top king of the umpiring ranks. About to ball it up. About 25, 30 metres out from the Saints' goals. They've kicked the last couple. O'Sullivan just grabs out of the ruck. That's the kick. That's where you want it to go. Could bounce anywhere here. Here's a great tackle by Harry Lee on the last line of defence. That was good play because he was outnumbered. Dobson got back to help out Benny. And result, ball up.
Geez, they've defended well, the Roosters, haven't they, Till?
They have, mate. Yeah, their three key defenders are well on top.
Absolutely. Ball, there's plenty of players around the contest. And no one's going out anywhere, and we'll have another stoppage. Poss, let's go down to you on the boundary. Thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, good on Hilly. Yep, Tildy touched on it. South will be happy to have it in this pocket here all day because it's very difficult to get out. Now, just interesting, Benny Dobson came off and got a bit of attention done to his hamstring, and he went forward, as he did there a couple of weeks ago, and eventually came off the ground. So we'll have to watch him. And also McCutcheon came off, which looked to be a little bit of a corky after a clash here with Harry Lee, but he's back out there, so he looks like he's okay.
He's tough, McCutcheon. Yeah, Benny Dobson, the interesting one.
Not a player forward of centre for South Warrnambool at the moment.
Nah, they're happy just to bottle numbers down there, aren't they?
36 players in one half the ground.
Cause some real congestion. So we're still inside forward 50 for the Saints. Punched down, gathered by the Saints. They get it moving forward. Henderson hitting the ball hard along with Dobson. Fending off is McCutcheon. Right foot snapped, and he tried to work it around goal but couldn't get around enough and kicks it out of bounds on the full. And I think, big fella, we're going around the grounds.
Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group for all your financial needs. Get in and see the team. Blues v the Bloods up at the Reed Oval. What's happening up there, Wally Steer?
Yes, well, on the McLaren Hunt scoreboard here, because McLaren Hunt have a social day up here today and they're enjoying themselves. And we are 26 minutes into the second quarter. Warrnambool are 6-9-45 and the Bloods are 2-5-17.
Beautifully done, Wally. Port Fairy Seagulls for the Cobden Bombers. Henry Robinson, what's the latest there, Henry?
That was 20-minute mark of the second quarter. Cobden 6-7-43, leading Port Fairy 4-5-29.
Beautifully done, Henry. And Skeeter Cannon, the Kangaroos for the Eagles. What's the latest up there, Skeet?
Yeah, half-time here, Matty, and it's North Warrnambool 7-9-51, leading Hamilton 2-5-17.
Beautifully done, Skeeter. That's around the grounds. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. No change to the score back here. 4-1-25, the Saints. 3-5-23, the Roosters. We've ticked over 22 and a half minutes on the Battery World time clock. Here's Stevens coming through the pack for the Roosters. Kicks forward. Getting back there is Whitehead in the defensive 50. McPherson gets it to Bolsh. Bolsh, a little banana kick out of the pack. Dobson comes in. Oh, that's a good mark, Benny Dobson. Well done. Just handball to himself in the end. Put that one down as a Matco Hire highlight. Mac Peterson just put under a little bit of pressure. Gallichan's there for the Roosters. Here's Hoy. Steps out of trouble. Gets back to Peterson. Back to Paddy O'Sullivan. Handball over the top to little Connor Byrne. Oh, he had his head ripped off. They're not going to like that right in front of the bar here at Koroit. And the free kick is going to go to young Connor Byrne. He's a little bit slow to get up. It did hurt him. And, gee whiz, I reckon he's a bit shook up by that too, the youngster. A little bit of a cork possibly. And he might have a concussion test on the boundary as well too. It was a heavy hit. Here's the Mack truck. Peterson goes inboard to Hoy. Back to Peterson. Peterson now kicks down the line, looking for Dobson. Good fist away once again. Scouting though was Neve to Dobson. Ben. That was beautiful roving by little Jira Neve. And Williamson was a good fist away on Sammy Dobson. That's an enthralling contest. But this bloke's moved forward, and Benny Dobson is going to have a shot on a tight angle right in front of the pavilion out here. And as Dukas comes off, sorry for Dukas, he's just on and off the ground. They just don't seem to give him much airtime. He's a good player when he's out there, I reckon, for mine. Comes in, Ben Dobson. Kicks on its way. He sets it out. It's bending back. That is a magnificent kick for goal, Scotty Carter.
Yeah, great kick, class player. He actually he started that piece of play there off half-back for Koroit, linked up a couple of handballs, made a mistake, but his second effort was good. Ran hard the other way, and that finish from there, from that dead pocket, was a beautiful kick.
So the Saints 5-1-31 lead the Roosters 3-5-23. Shojan Rockart concrete scoreboard. They haven't had it all their own way. The Saints, the Roosters with no Yule, no Saunders,
no Hussey,
and no Braden Beck. So they're going alrighty, the Roosters.
Yeah, they are, but vitally important now. This probably last 5 minutes of this this quarter against the Breeze. They defend here and don't cough up another couple here in this last time on period of this second quarter.
8 points the margin. What a contest we've got here on Hampden League Live. Round 13 action. Umpire Mick Lowther in game 700 throws up nice and high. What a tap down by Horsler. And a tap over the shoulder there. It's going to go to Hoy. Hoy's been, I reckon, a bit more involved, it seems like, in the last sort of 8 or 9 minutes. Good long kick to centre half forward. Dobson will fly. Good punch away by Williamson. Rove nicely by Horsler. The ball out in front of Neve. Slides, picks up, check side, and it goes across the face. And that would have been goal of the year almost had he been able to kick it.
That's a fair miss though, Hilly.
Thompson looking to straighten it up. Kick it out in front of Shannon Becks, and he stretches out nicely. Big Bexy. So he's about...
God, that was good play. He bounced up, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's a excitement machine, isn't he?
Yeah, clever. Short kick.
Jeez, this bloke's been good, Thompson.
Kick's been good. And Thompson been terrific in that midfield role, along with Archie Stevens. Impressed me as well. Just reads the ball so well off a pack. So Thompson goes down the line. Kelly's going to be one of the targets, and it takes a nice pack mark.
Good grab.
Matko high. He'll go laterally inside of Jed Henderson. They love wearing the long sleeves, the Roosters.
Him and Ollie Bridgewater hard to distinguish, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes a Koch, young emoji Koch in game number 2.
Moji, good man.
He'll go to half forward. Henderson's going to be the target. Big fly, and a big fly by Horsler. That's the Matko high highlight of the day. What a mark. I'll mark that one down. Good switch kick here to Lloyd. Now they can build something here, the Saints. Or come off the side of the boot for Goodall. Goodall keeps it in. Sells the candy. Lowell, he's not letting me go anywhere.
Tackle.
And that's holding the ball.
That's a good tackle against a quality player.
Absolutely.
How many times have we seen probably Benny Goodall step around blokes
Sell
in
the
that
dummy
position?
time and time again.
Wow, that was clever. He'll play on. Short kick. And he finds Stevens.
Oh, good play by Lamont Lowell to little Archie Stevens. Goes on board to Die. Little juggling mark. Been dangerous. Presented well, Die. Happy to still reckon to lock down here. 27 minutes ticked over in this second term. All thanks to SunGold. Of course, FM flavoured milk. Nice mark taken by Big Jezza Heusler there, just getting back in at the last line of defence.
Just wonder now in this last couple of minutes whether South Warrnambool might think of pushing Henderson back.
Just to fill the hole, I reckon. They don't want another goal here, that's right. The Saints are pressing here, aren't they? Here's Dobson. Sam steps in forward. Kind of going to go backwards. Probably could have got it moving forward a little bit quicker there. Benny Dobson, handball over the top. Here's the guard, McHenry. Gets it forward. Connor Burns, you were seen back on the deck. Great tackle.
Henderson.
Jetty Henderson, son of the great Hooter. Centre wing now for the Roosters. Another improved kid in season 2022. High up and under. Heusler's going to fly again. Roving there at the bottom of the pack was Jetty Herman, but getting back and taking a nice uncontested mark at the end was that man, of course, Timmy McPherson, a great player, plays on quickly to Bolsh. Bolsh gets it out wide to O'Sullivan. This is Finn. Can have a bit of a bounce and run with it now. One of those kids that he just seems to have a bit of time. Kicks to his brother Jack, like the Cracker brothers. Lowell's in there again. He's been great in the first half. And umpire Jamie Lake said, you're going nowhere. Can't be long to play here, Scotty Carter.
I've played 28 and a half, Stewie, so pretty important for the Roosters to hang on. But a while, mate. Very impressed by him. Looks a really good player.
Played all year with the Rebels.
Yeah, excitement machine, that is for sure.
And strong for a young player.
Yeah. Didn't hold back against that tackle with Dobson. Stevens reads it best off the pack, got the handball out. Umpire says free kick.
Might have been a bit of dissent there, I reckon, from Hoisey.
Absolutely. And Archie Stevens will be the man who'll get the result free kick. What have you made of the first half, Poss? All thanks to Red for Keeps.
Been a great contest, Hilly, a great contest. But a good call by you just down here earlier, Stewie. Sammy Dobson did have a couple of options inside to give it a bit quicker and elected to sort of hang on to it and go backwards and came undone. So the pressure from both sides, when the opposition get the footy is really good.
Tommy Bolsh, that was a good kick. Dropped in the end, picked up nicely by Dye. Got a couple of options. Kick has to be good. Irving up against a couple. Ball hits the ground. Smith in there. I tell you what, McPherson did extra well there. The heat was on, and he just tried to stop the play there for the Roosters, and we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50. 8 points the margin, 29 and a half minutes gone. Second term action here at Victoria Park. Becks. Here comes Stevens. Die in the pocket. Check side. Working around. Henderson's there and working back nicely as Tommy Bolsh and takes a nice mark.
That was a good mark in the end.
He's been good today, Bolsh.
Been fantastic. Providing a bit of run as well. And there's the half-time honker. It is gone. And at half-time, we see the Koroit Saints 5-1-31. They lead the Roosters 3-5-23. That's on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. And what a great first half of Hampden League Live footy. 1v2 in pretty tricky conditions, Scotty Carter.
Tough conditions, but very enjoyable game, and you couldn't knock the effort or endeavour for either side. Pretty hard at the contest. No cheap kicks out there. You're earning everything you get, but, marginally just to Koroit at the moment, but really,
the Roosters
50-50
were on top,
game.
I reckon, the first half of that second.
They were. The South Warrnambool had 10 inside forward 50 entries against that Bruce that quarter, so they showed they had plenty of the footy, and they've had 8 scoring shots to 6, so they're right in the game, but second half might come down to who can take their opportunities inside the 450, particularly when they've got the use of that bruise.
Yeah, Possum Kelly, all thanks to Renfrew keeps on the boundary line. Poss, just a really good game of footy, this one here this afternoon, and expecting much of the same in the second half, to be honest, Posse.
Yeah, well, what have we got? A 9-point advantage to the Saints, boys, and that's probably the biggest lead of the day, I think. So second half going to be very interesting. The Roosters will be keen to get that first goal to try and get it back on terms again. And yes, he's an arm wrestler, and you probably wouldn't be game enough or bold enough to pick a winner at this stage, I wouldn't think.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to have the roaming Poss, or the roaming sidewinder, at half time too. He's going to head into the rooms, Blackie's bake at the break. Of course, he's going to be Possum Kelly, all thanks to Kerman's Hamburgers. We're going to take a break on Hampden League Live. Come back with a great man downstairs for the 71 and 73 Koroit Premiership Reunion.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsch Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk, and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central. 3YBFM.
Did you know that Badeness Rural have 3 agronomists and an experienced in-store team to help service the needs of their clients? With the right advice and the latest in agriculture technology, they provide a tailored service specific to your farm needs. Helping you boost production and keeping costs in check is what they do best. From on-farm agronomy to decades of expertise in-store to help you get the best results. Call in and see them today. Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
Southwest Local News is fast becoming known for its free, trusted, reliable and compassionate local news service. Southwest Local News. Local, free, always will be. 3 nights a week on Fitz Media's Facebook page.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
Harvey Norman, your premium Optus dealer. Receive a $400 Harvey Norman gift card when you connect to a new $69 a month, 24-month SIM-only plan with 80 gigabytes of data for use in Oz. Available now at Harvey Norman. Offer available until withdrawn. Not available with any other offers. Minimum plan cost $1,656 over 24 months. Visit hn.com.au/Optus-BYO for terms and conditions.
Go!
Have you been injured at work, in a public place, from medical negligence, in a motor vehicle accident, from exposure to asbestos? Madden's Lawyers, the region's most experienced injury compensation firm. You deserve the best.
Right, thanks ladies and gentlemen. Got some lovely Angus bullocks here. Right, I've hit 390. 80 got, thank you. 2, 4, 6, 386, 8, 90, 392, 392. Jack Kelly here from J&J Kelly Stock Agency. We've been in business 30 years this year. We've got a great selling team to help market your livestock. We sell every Wednesday and the last Friday of each month at the Warrnambool Livestock Centre. Contact J&J Kelly Stock Agency and staff for all your livestock needs.
Stay warm in one of Narrawong Island Holiday Park's fully self-contained cabins where you can enjoy the sound and serenity of the ocean. Narrawong Island Holiday Park, your water escape on the mainland.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
Fitz Media Productions is your online broadcast specialist. From meetings and special events to weddings, funerals and sport, Fitz Media's fully equipped mobile broadcast unit provides a professional, reliable live stream anywhere. Contact us today.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
On 3YB-FM, this is Hampden League Live for Sungold Milk, J&J Kelly Stock Agency and Rafferty's Tavern.
Hampden League Live this afternoon, and well, at half time it is the Koroit Saints 5-2-32. They are leading the Roosters 3-5-23, and the great man Anthony Ants Marty, what an absolute champion, just came up. He copped the elbow from old Uncle Pete back in the 1982 grand final, but it didn't stop him, Tilt. Hasn't stopped him today coming up here. You nearly done an Ice Kelson talking to that.
Yeah, I did correct myself quick though, Stewie. Yeah, nearly did, but not quite. Look at that cake there. That,
you got a sponge cake and the Lamingtons,
yep,
and a vast array of sandwiches. Now, Hilly, you don't go near the cheese ones today, mate, because I've never seen a bloke pick cheese out of a sandwich.
You could wind back the clock here, Stewie.
I'm going to wind it back, mate. I'm going to give it a go too. I'm a bit peckish today, to be honest. Give it a little bit of a burst, that is for sure. But look, a really entertaining game of football in this first half. Second half's going to be an absolute cracker. The wind playing a fair bit of havoc out here today, to be honest. It's tricky conditions.
Could be a bit of rain on the way too, I think, Stewie.
Yeah.
So this third quarter, the use of the Bruce from South Warrnambool could be vitally important.
Absolutely it is. Well, Possum Kelly, all thanks to Kerman's Hamburgers. He's our man on the spot. No black as bake at the break, but it's the Sidewinder roaming sidey in the rooms downstairs. 71 and 73 premierships of the Koroit Saints, the first in the club's history. Reunion day today. And I think we might go downstairs to Philip Possum Kelly, who's in the rooms down there. How you going, Poss?
Yeah, I'm going all right, Stu. I've teed up a couple of boys for a quick grab. Now, a couple of them having a bit to eat, but we've got Brian Collins down here. Brian played in both of them. Brian, great day for the club to come back and, hook up with a few old mates.
Yeah, it is. It's a great day, actually. It's you wonder with these days, whether everyone comes back, but we've had a good roll-up. Yeah, it's been good.
And you played in both those sides, 71 and 73?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
And a million other games to boot, mate. So you certainly had a great career of Koroit.
Not about a million. No, it was good. It's a great club, and it's good for us old fellas to, the way the club's going at the moment. It's pretty proud to be a Koroit player, yeah.
And enjoying a pretty successful era too, aren't they?
Yes, they are, yeah. It's an unbelievable era that's since the 2000s, so it's, it's great.
Good on you, mate. Good luck and have a nice day, Brian. Now, there's a couple other boys I'll catch up with here, up here, boys. Now, one of them that you might, we certainly know him, Phil Parkinson. Now, Parky now, mate, welcome back, Parky. It's great to catch up with a few of the old mates from the premiership years.
It is, yeah. It's been a while. You're all doing different things or living in different areas, so it's good to catch up.
And, mate, did you play in one or both of those premierships?
Played in 71.
71 and
the next one.
Yeah, okay. And how many games all up out of Koroit, Parky?
I have no idea.
Enough though.
Definitely in 70 or 80.
And, obviously, it's a great thing to catch up with, a few of your old mates. And look, it's 50 years ago, so it's a long time, and there's a few boys aren't with us.
Probably 40 years since we've seen someone.
Yeah, and it's good to catch up. So enjoy the day, Parky. Good on you, mate. Now, boys, there's another old stalwart man here. Where is he? I've got to try and find him. Where is he? Peter Doolan. Where did he go? Hang on. I was trying to find him. He's up the back here. Where is he? No, I can't find him. I had him a second ago. I had him earmarked here a couple of seconds ago. But I think this is Max. Is it? Max Bradfield. How are you, Max? Now, you played in both of those premierships?
71. I was injured in 73.
71, and how many years did you spend here playing for Koroit?
I was only here from 69 to 74. Yeah.
And obviously a great era for the club. It was the club's first premiership in the Hampden League. So we spoke to Brian before the game, Brian McLaren, and big celebrations downtown.
It was huge. We felt like we had nearly all the western part of Victoria behind us. The whole town was behind us, and very, very exciting time. Yeah. Yeah.
Mate, you said you were injured in 73. What was the problem there?
I got a split kidney in the first game and never played again for the year.
That certainly doesn't help.
No, I was told not to play again, but I did come back and play. Yeah.
And obviously the Saints, as I said, a few of the other boys experiencing a really good era here at the moment, aren't they?
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible to think any club can win 6 in a row now, and then 2 more COVID years and they're still a top side. It's an incredible effort.
And you're still around the area, Max?
No, I live in Ocean Grove.
Oh, okay. Retired down there? Or?
Yes, retired. Yeah. Well,
Nice part of the world.
very nice. Yeah.
Good on you, Max. I hope you have a good day. Boys, I'll just get one more for you before I just throw back to you, because I know this man also spent some time at Old Collegians, Peter Bull, and I'm just going to get him here. He's just tucking into a sandwich here, talking to the great Gary Welsh. Pete, how are you, mate? Koroit Premiership player, one or both of those flags?
I was lucky. I got them too.
Very lucky. And obviously, great to come back and 50 years later and catch up with a few old boys you probably wouldn't have seen for a long time.
Yeah, it is really good. Got to remember them all. That's the trouble nowadays. But no, we're all having a great day. Really good.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you also spent some time at Old Collegians. Am I right there, latter years?
I did. I played there. I was probably there 10 years, I suppose. Lucky I got a flag there too. So it was really a highlight of my career of going back into the District League. Actually won the league best and fairest there 1 year too. So I've had a great career. Very, very lucky.
And very satisfying, and a great initiative by the club too to get all these boys back, as many as you can, 50 years later. And it's something you don't forget, is it? Playing in premierships, and you see blokes that you played with down the street or wherever you see them and run into them, and it's memories you're always going to have in your footy career, isn't it?
Oh, you do. You get a bond with all the guys, and you just don't realise later in life, win as many flags as you can, because there's always, a reunion coming up. And all the fellas are all getting older and that, but we still remember the game. And, reminisce about it all.
And the things you did, you probably do a little bit better now too, don't you?
Oh, for sure, yeah. No, we're pretty good.
And Pete, you still around the area?
Yeah, no, I'm in Warrnambool, yeah.
Yep, retired?
No, I'm still doing a couple of days a week out at Saputo.
Beautiful, good on you. Enjoy the day. Boys, that might be it just for the time being. The boys are sitting down and tucking into a sandwich and a cup of tea and enjoying each other's company. But good to catch up with some of them.
Beautifully done, big fella. And fair to say, you missed out in the RVT up here too, Poss, Tildy Carter and Hilly. You've just absolutely devoured it, mate.
It's a bit down here, don't worry.
Hold your own.
It's been fantastic, that is for sure. Hey, listen, we're going to take a break on Hampden League Live. Plenty more to come, including the second half of our Hampden League Live match of the day. The Saints taking on the South Warrnambool.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh Warrnambool Nissan. Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, 3YBFM.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Woohoo! The footy's back, bigger and better than ever. Just like the boys at Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, now offering full logbook servicing and mechanical. With tyres starting from $60 and zip pay available. Why go anywhere else? Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, Ferry Street.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, loving everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun don't.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
The Country Care Dental team listen, care and explain so you know you're in good hands. From no-gap cleaning to advanced procedures, they'll look after you. Open 8 to 7 weekdays in Hamilton and Camperdown. countrycaredental.com.au.
When building a new home, the first place to go is Greens Bricks and Windows. They stock PGH Bricks trend windows and doors with double glazing to all styles. Make the right choice. See Greens Bricks and Windows, 7 Robson Street, Warrnambool. Did you know that Badeness Rural have 3 agronomists and an experienced in-store team to help service the needs of their clients? With the right advice and the latest in agriculture technology, they provide a tailored service specific to your farm needs. Helping you boost production and keeping costs in check is what they do best. From on-farm agronomy to decades of expertise in-store to help you get the best results. Call in and see them today. Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
You gotta get down to Pontings. They're the expert crew who are always here for you. That's where the locals go and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings. We've got you.
Harvey Norman, your premium Optus dealer. Receive a $400 Harvey Norman gift card when you connect to a new $69 a month, 24-month SIM-only plan with 80 gigabytes of data for use in Oz. Available now at Harvey Norman. Offer available until withdrawn. Not available with any other offers. Minimum plan cost $1,656 over 24 months. Visit hn.com.au/Optus-BYO for terms and conditions.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
On 3YBFM, this is Hampden League Live for McDonald's, Warrnambool East and Central, MGA Insurance and Pontings Mitre Tech.
Welcome back to Hampden League Live, of course, from Victoria Park in Koroit this afternoon. Mickey Lowther in game number 700. Just out there having a bit of a chat to the great Ants Marnie. Of course, they would have come across each other's path a fair bit over the journey, you would imagine. Ants would have been umpired by Mickey a fair few.
Well, I'll just say I reckon Mickey might have awarded a few votes for Ants when he won the Ascot back in 96, I reckon.
96, I reckon, yeah.
When you think about it too, you know, like Mickey Lowther would umpire us all. I reckon probably 40 games or something.
Didn't he have a 3 or 4 year break too?
He had 8 year break.
8 years.
He was telling us this morning.
I reckon he rode the Melbourne Warrnambool, Mickey Lowther.
I reckon you're right. Yeah, spot on.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yep.
Good effort. Great umpiring performance, that is for sure. And Jamie Lakey's little sidekick out there today, he's been a stalwart and a mainstay for a long period of time too, hasn't he?
Absolutely. We've had some good umpires, you know, and I think we can be really critical of, the officiating and rules and all that sort of stuff, but I must admit, when I look out there on a Saturday, you see Lakey, you see Mickey Lowther, Steve Walker, Casey O'Keefe when he was running around. We've been pretty lucky with some of the umpires we've had down here, and good officiators, and for them to be sticking around for such a long time, and no doubt they've had some abuse and stuff that they've been hurled at over from the boundary. I think it's testament to what they do.
I think Mick touched on the former umpire today on his interview with Hugh Stewie. Dave Gladman, he was a terrific umpire. Yeah,
glad he was a great umpire.
Yeah, he was a terrific umpire. He would have given it away 15, 20 years ago. Yeah. Arno, they were some good umpires.
Arno Pennings.
Yeah.
Arno. My oath. I see Arno down there, actually. To be honest, he would have been here today to celebrate, no doubt. What are we going to see in the second half here, boys? Roosters were good up to probably the last 10 or 15 minutes of that second quarter, where Koroit just got a couple of goals. They just got that little bit of a buffer.
Still think Koroit are probably in the driver's seat, but still, South Warrnambool still right in the game. I think third quarter with South having the breeze. Might be a little bit of rain on the way, boys, late in the day. So if they could, sneak their way out to a 10-point, 3-goal lead, 3/4 time, it might be hard enough for Koroit to come home. But still, for mine, probably Koroit still look a fraction stronger.
I think 2 things for the Roosters. They've got to not let Koroit kick goals in this term. Obviously, that defensive work's got to be step up even more, and then obviously they've got to kick 3 or 4 themselves to give themselves that lead. Because obviously the Saints carrying with the wind on the way home certainly it gives them a little bit of a boost in that last quarter. So it's a big quarter for the Roosters for mine.
Must say I've been really impressed with the Roosters' 3 key defenders: Lee, Thomas. Williamson's job and Sam Dobson. I think they've been well on top of their 3 key defenders. And I guess it's a hard day for forwards. Probably are the most impressive forward on the ground to me so far today has probably been Dye.
Yep.
He's been pretty good, I reckon. And Bridgewater's been quite dangerous. He's rested forward a couple of occasions.
Jeez,
Hasn't taken his opportunities in front of goal.
His improvements out of sight, Bridgewater, just his leap and obviously...
athleticism for a big bloke.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What about young Lual? He hits the ball hard, doesn't he?
That... you knew Ben Goodall was going to sidestep him onto his left foot there, and for a young player just to corral him and then bury him in that tackle, that was really well done. Really well done, and
and
pretty strong player for a young kid.
Yeah, no, like coming up against a veteran that's, can sidestep the best of them.
Over the years.
It's just full credit to the kid. There's just some good talent right across the board here. Young Archie Stevens, Bridgewater, Mac Peterson, Tom Bolsh.
Yep, Bolsh has been pretty good across the back.
Sullivan's. The list goes on. Just good to watch, good to see. Hampden League footy's alive and kicking. As umpire Mickey Lowther grabs the Sun Gold Milk. Tommy Sharon, great sponsors of the Hampden League, Billy Slater and the boys. And he's about to pull it up to start this third quarter, all thanks to Clinton Bowles, Warrnambool Nissan. What a magnificent motor vehicle it is. The tap comes down. Hoy wins it this time. Getting in there, though, is Stevens. Back to Thompson. Kick around the body, Galichan. Good fist away that time by Dobson. Benny, that is. Here comes Stevens through again. Well done. Gets a handball to Henderson. Henderson could have been down the field. They're calling for it there. Ricky Henderson this time. Steps around, goes in. Board, beautiful kick. Looking for Smith. Oh, could have got a free kick for mine. Wrapped up there is Fraser Robb. And umpire Jamie Lake says we're going to have a ball up 25 metres out south. Warrnambool attacking 50. First goal so important here, Trent Hill.
I love that, Matty. Henderson, he could have blazed away, but thought, no, I'm going to look for something a little bit straighter to kick in front of goal, and that was a smart play by Ricky Henderson. Free kick, and it's going to go to the way of the Roosters. A sling tackle, and Nick Thompson, your man, Tildy Carter, who's had a sensational first half in the middle, will have a shot at goal.
What do you think? 32 or 33, Nick Thompson?
Yeah, he'd have to be, mate.
Yeah, spot on.
But just putting himself into the contest, didn't he? Just really willing.
Yeah, leading from the front.
These are his conditions. Nick Thompson. So I tell you what, big kick. If they can get an early one here, the Roosters, and get a bit of momentum, certainly might go a long way to a pleasing result this afternoon. He'll kick from 40. Tomo gives it a bit of everything. And Somo comes in, and I reckon he's just squeezed it in there. Bit of conjecture there, but I think he's just snuck it in for a goal. He has, and Nick Thompson kicks his first of the day, and the margin gets reduced to 3 points. Tildy Carter.
Yeah, captain's goal. Minute and a half into the contest, so that's a vitally important goal. Virtually back to a level pegging now. So, yeah, we've wrapped him up a pretty bit so far today, Nick Thompson, but he's definitely been, in contention for a Guest Player of the Day award, for sure.
Oh, he's been absolutely magnificent and really important first goal of the second half.
Stevens been good too, boys.
Oh, fantastic.
Couple of second efforts there.
Yeah, he's a clean player with his skills and doesn't fumble, but he's also pretty hard at the footy too for a young player.
I reckon McHenry might be just manning you up a little bit here too. I reckon they're just going to tighten the screws up a little bit here, the Saints, to start this second term. Big fly that time by Bridgewater. Hoysler kind of stays down. Hoy comes through, gets the handball back that time to Goodall. Left foot kick high up and under Dobson. Oh, good mark, Sammy Dobson. He's had Williamson on him like a glove all day. Plays on quickly to Chumpy. Good fist away that time by Benny Rantel. Mark that one down as a Matco highlight. Henderson, that's Jed. Goes back to Harry Lee, and Harry's just happy to see the ball go out of bounds. That was a good fist away, wasn't it, by Benny Rantel?
Yeah, brave running back to the floor of the footy, but centre clearance, a couple of experienced campaigners there, hauled a good all straight on the boot into the forward 50.
And Dobson took a nice contested mark, so the ball deep in Koroit's offensive 50 now. Really blustery conditions here. You'll get a good idea here. Henderson just reads it a little bit better than Jackie O'Sullivan. Coming through there is McHenry, gets a handball forward, goes through the hands of Finn O'Sullivan in game number 2, the youngster for the Koroit Saints. We're going to have another boundary throw in. Saints lead by 3 points. Hampden League Live, you picked this at the start of the day, a low-scoring affair. Henderson again just reads it a little bit better than Jackie O'Sullivan. There's Lual. He's wrapped up in a tackle going nowhere. And we're going to have a ball up right out in front of Koroit's goal line.
Just a little bit of Lamington.
It's not the cream cake, is it?
A little bit of reverb there for the boy. Gee whiz. It was nice though, wasn't it?
It had it all. Oh,
beautiful spread.
Beautiful.
Hey, good leap there from Bridgewater. Couch in there, trying to create something for the Saints. Gathered by Stevens. ricochets of the Saints forward. Geez, O'Sullivan hits the contest hard. Coming in there is Herman, and we'll have a throw-up. Still inside forward 50 for the Koroit Saints. Hey, Poss, let's go down to you on the boundary. All thanks to Rent for Keeps. Chilly old day here at Victoria Park.
Ellie, I reckon it's dropped probably 4 degrees since the second quarter, and could be a bit of rain on the way too, boys. It's getting a little dark out towards the south, so stay tuned.
3 points to the margin in favour of the Saints. The Roosters kick the first goal of the afternoon, and they get a resultant free kick, or it might be the Saints that get the free kick, and McCutcheon for a head-high tackle. And McCutcheon, well, was he in within range? It's a tough end to kick goals here this afternoon.
Take his best kick for mine.
Tough kick.
Absolutely. And tell you what, he's another player that hits the contest pretty hard, Dylan McCutcheon.
Bricklayer too, I think, Hilly.
Bricky, part of that famous club.
Yep.
Cat's head.
Absolutely. So let's see what he can do. McCutcheon, he's kicked 6 majors so far this season.
Tildy's probably broken that mould.
Oh, easy. You're like a star.
Good kick. Bridgewater on the last line. Got the old...
Hello, Barry.
There's little Alex Jennings. Have a look at him downstairs. Working at the Geelong Footy Club, I think, too now, AJ.
Is he?
Done a little character reference for him anyway a few weeks ago, and be surprised if he didn't get the gig off of the rap I'd give him. That is for sure. Hey, let's go around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Warrnambool Blues taking on Terang Mortlake. Wally Steer, what's happening up there, Waltz?
9 minutes into the third quarter, and Warrnambool are 7-9-51 to the Bloods, who have just kicked the goal, 3-6-24.
Beautifully done, Wally. Henry Robertson, Port Fairy v the Bombers. What's happening over there, Henry? And has the rain come yet, Henry?
No rain here yet, mate, but with the 8-minute mark of the third quarter, Cobden 9-11-65, leading Port Fairy 5-6-36.
Beautifully done, Henry, as always. And let's go to Skeeter Cannon up at the Melville Oval. Hamilton taking on the North Warrnambool Eagles. Skeet, what's happening up there, buddy?
Yeah, about 15 minutes into the third quarter, Matty, and it's North Warrnambool 8-9-57 leading Hampden Kangaroos 4-6-30.
Beautifully done, Skeet. Always a pleasure, mate. That is around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group.
So it's good to see some low-scoring games, or not high-margin games, tilting the Hampden League. Obviously a bit more competitive this week, because we have seen some one-sided affairs in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, you're right. There's nothing worse than blowouts. It makes it a little bit uninteresting for people. So definitely haven't got one here, mate. We've got a nail-biter here, 4-point margin.
Absolutely. McCutcheon hit the contest hard, as did Archie Stevens inside forward 50 for the Roosters. And we'll have a stoppage with umpire Jamie Lake. We've played 6.5 minutes. The Roosters have kicked the only goal of this third term, and the Saints still hold a 4-point lead after leading at half-time. But a great contest. First versus second. Top spot on order here for the victor. Here comes Jonah Maher. He's all wrapped up, got the handball out. Hitting the contest hard with Stevens again. Herman inside forward 50. Henderson has to take on a couple. Ball hits the deck. Trying to work it out. There was Whitehead. In there is Whitehead once again. He's a workhorse, as is Jonah Maher. He's trying to create something, and McCutcheon sees it over the boundary line for a boundary throw. And plus, just from I guess your vision of where you're standing, just the physicality of the contest, extremely hard has been for the whole day.
Yeah, it has been, Hilly. Right from the first bounce, the ball has been in dispute. Both teams have really been trying to win possession, and that hasn't changed, and it's going to continue on. So it'll be interesting to see if one or, either of these teams can sort of break it open a bit, because it's been very congested for most of the day.
O'Sullivan did some nice work there, some grunt work to Pulling, who can just run. He goes towards centre-half forward, Bridgewater and Dobson. Dobson couldn't quite take the mark. He tries to get Bridgewater out of the contest. Dukas comes in with a hard tackle, and the Roosters through Jed Henderson will look to clear down centre wing. Or a low daisy cutter kick, and Archie Stevens didn't mind that one. It just caused that stoppage on true centre wing here, broadcast side, and what a contest it's been, Tildy Carter.
Definitely, I think we were right. Our analysis is full of game, boys. It's definitely going to be a low-scoring affair. I'd imagine 8 goals will nearly win the game today.
And just quietly too, boys, we are alive in the quaddie too, so he's a shock. He gets the job done at $4. Not a lot of value at the moment, but nevertheless, we are alive in the quaddie. All thanks to Mickey Boost Koroit Hotel. Here goes McPherson, wrapped up in a tackle, gets it back to the Moon Man. Oh, I thought he was a bit stiff there, Moon Man, to be honest.
No, it wasn't either, I think, boys.
I don't think it was either, Poss, but never...
We're a long way away from it, Stewie.
Yeah, we are. Let's have a good look at it. Two eyes are better than one. And if the sidewater's on my side, I think it's...
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing, mate.
Nah,
I'm outnumbered.
Here we go to the Saints just trying to build here. Roosters have been good. Oh, good handball out the Duke. I just got a bad bounce there, the Duke. Good enough to go and get it again. Getting in there was little Neve. There's O'Sullivan. That is Finn. Oh, had his head ripped off that time. That's Mac Peterson. That's got to be a free kick.
He's been solid, hasn't he, Peterson? Put his body on the line a number of the times this afternoon.
He's got to be in the Saints' best today for mine thus far. He's been brilliant. I wanted to switch the play there to his good mate in Tommy Bolsh. Not his best kick. Mooney's good enough to put the contest on. Rantel's there too. He's wrapped up. Had no opportunity there, but umpire said holding the football. So Dallas Mooney on centre wing now for the Saints. About to pump him into attack. Kicks down the line, looking for Dobson, as he quite often does. Dobson just getting his mitts on a few now, taking a couple of marks. All thanks to Senator Count stats. He's taken 3 in this third term. Little kick over the top to Chumpy, pulling. Haven't seen a lot of pulling today, to be honest. Chris McLaren will want him just to lift a little bit in this second half, pulling. Had an enormous season. Goes in ball, beautiful kick. And he finds Jackie O'Sullivan, and Jackie O'Sullivan's going to go back and have a shot 30 metres out directly in front. And he's certainly going to have the leg. You would imagine that it's just going to be the accuracy, Hilly.
Yeah, looking for his second of the day. It'll be the first multiple goal kicker. Matt, so I'll let you call this one through, since you called a beautiful passage of play then.
Beautiful work, Hilly. Look at those public toilets over there at Koroit. Plenty of urinals over there. Can't get them at the home. But there's plenty out here at Victoria Park in Koroit. O'Sullivan comes in, kicks on its way, and it is a goal. He's a good player, this kid. They all are, the O'Sullivans. Very, very good footballer, and that was a big kick. And the Saints just move out now. They go to 6-3, 39, 10-point leaders over the Roosters, 4-5, 29, 11 minutes gone, third term. All thanks to Clinton Bolsh and that magnificent Warrnambool Nissan Tildy Carter.
Yeah, you're right about pulling. He's been a little bit quiet today, but gee, that was a quality pass to O'Sullivan, who, you know, he's kicked a couple of goals. He's been reasonably quiet too, as most of the forwards are on the ground. But to his defence there, O'Sullivan, he just didn't stop moving. That's how he found a bit of space there for that lead. So pretty important goal for Koroit against the flow to some degree, and against a little bit of a breeze out there at the moment.
Geez, I start putting him in the Adam Wines conversation with flexible swingman that you can play back, forward, or wherever.
In the ruck,
he's a terrific player.
He's a good player for sure.
So clearance there from the Saints. They've got one to be leading by 10 points in a really tight dour affair. A throw. It was deemed by umpire Lake, and McCutcheon will get proceedings going pretty quickly. A floating kick inside 50. Good punch away by Isaac Thomas. A Koch couldn't quite grasp the football. Oh, good tackle on Liam Hoy on that was from Henderson. That was Ricky. And he'll get the result, free kick across his defensive paint on the 50-metre line. So he's just asking for a bit of movement. Corridor football's where he wants to go. Intercepted, marked, and a dead footy or touched. I'm just waiting to see the umpires conferring.
I think it was going to be like play on, but no one really called it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happened there. Umpires conferring.
So I reckon it's going to be a dead ball. It might be a throw up.
Probably should have been holding the ball, or
either or either. But I don't mind this. It's an even ledger again. Probably wasn't the best kick from Henderson, so it's probably not a bad little win there for the Roosters. So ball will be thrown up, and Hawser stands tall and got the tap down. Peterson in there once again, and Archie Stevens is as well. Gets it to Lawal. Out on that wing he goes, but chopped off by Mooney. As a few drips are coming into Victoria Park, Mooney goes short by foot, finds O'Sullivan. That's Finn, the younger boy of the O'Sullivan
family.
Only
15 boys, is that right?
Yep. He'll go to centre, half forward, a little bit deeper. Good kick in the end, floats over the top. Thomas cleans up. Bridgewater has to work harder. Does Hoy. The Roosters have got some numbers. O'Koch got the handball out. It worked out pretty well. McCluggage dispossessed. Here's McCutcheon around the body. High up and under kick. O'Sullivan flies and hits the contest hard. Williamson intercepted almost there by the Saints. They're under pressure. Almost intercepted there by Couch. He's in the pocket. Dripped off the football. Free kick to Will Couch. Gives little O'Koch the push off and says, "Get out of my way, young fella. I'm going to have a shot at goal, 15 metres out slide angle, and this could hurt the Roosters, Tilt."
Yeah, it could. Will Couch hasn't done a lot today, but, this could be goal number 2, and 2 goals in these conditions are pretty important, aren't they, for sure? I will say one player I think needs to give South Warrnambool a bit of a lift, and you can't put it all on one player's shoulders. I think Ricky Henderson needs to give him a bit of a lift, boys. I hasn't really been cited that much today for a player of his calibre.
Couch comes in for his second of the afternoon and he works it through and he gets his second. And the Saints go out to a nice little 16-point buffer.
Probably a tough old day for forwards.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's one of those, like not many forwards on the ground have kind of got on top, have they?
No, I agree. But do you think, because they're a little bit limited in the midfield today, do you think you put him in the midfield?
There.
Push him up a bit.
Yeah, get him involved in the play a little bit.
Because Stevens has certainly trucked the load. Thompson obviously has trucked the load.
Yeah.
Bridgewater.
Herman's playing a defensive role. Do you just give Henderson, he doesn't have to start in the centre square, but you just get him to push up into the play a bit now.
And Herman has done a really good job on that point.
Yeah, he's a good defensive player.
Hey, Poss, let's go downstairs to you, mate. A few little drops of rain starting to happen, all thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, a few little spits, Stewie. The wind isn't quite as strong as it was there just before half-time, but it still is decent enough. But I'm a bit with you, Tildy. I think someone like Henderson should say, well, OK, I'm going to take a bit of responsibility here and I'm going to go in and win some footy and try and lead from the front. So just seems to, just seems to go about his business too quietly for mine.
So Stevens coming through there and wrapped up in a strong tackle by Liam Hoy. Been a great contest there as well. You can see Paddy O'Sullivan. They're just trying to shake the tag here on pulling.
I think pulling's trying to get to Archie Stevens a little bit at stoppages, boys.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of cat and mouse.
Yeah, it is.
Here goes Dobson. That's Sam. Gets a handball out to Peterson. Well done that time by Williamson. Handball comes out. Running onto the football that time is Thompson. Comes out to Herman. There's pulling. Well done again by Nick Thompson. Left foot kick going back with the football there was Dobson. Benny. Bolsh, he was slung around. Fisk comes in. Gallichan, he's dispossessed. Benny Dobson now. He's got Hoyes if he wants to use him. Just got to run through a couple. There's Finn O'Sullivan. Back to Chumpy. Sorry, it's Paddy. Paddy O'Sullivan. He kicks forward. Oh, bit of a fly there that time by little Neve. Coming out there was Jack O'Sullivan. This is where Neve's dangerous. So's Couch. Can he gather? No, he can't. Well done there by Harry Lee for the Roosters' defence. It stacks on the mill. And another good defensive effort. And the ball goes out of bounds. And we're going to have a ball up the back. Six of South's been rock solid all day, haven't they?
Yeah, they were under pressure.
Yeah, they have. They stood up pretty well. And I guess so have Koroit's back six. It's been conditions for defenders, really, to be honest. But both back ones probably well and truly on top.
16 points to the margin. 16 and a half minutes gone. Third term action. Ball out the back of Gallishan. Free kick. Umpires calling a free kick. And I reckon it might be going to the Roosters as they look to run and spread South Warrnambool. And ball at centre-half back here, and young Henderson just getting it and going to be moving it back to Archie Stevens, who will be the recipient. So may have been a little bit of scragging just at that stoppage. So we'll go to the outer side, half-back flank, Henderson one-on-one. Mooney positions himself nicely. Herman read the ball well, but just didn't get the handball execution going. Big kick forward there by Henderson. Now it's a chase, an awkward bounce. Bridgewater gathers, dances around. He'll go for goal. Check side, Wormburner working around. Not enough. And a minor score. And I tell you what, Bridgewater doing it in the ruck.
He's got good agility, hasn't he, for a big fella?
Very Absolutely. Mobile. And a minor score, so they need to lock it in here, the Roosters. 4-5-29 to 7-3-45. The Saints playing some good football here at Victoria Park. And Possum, let's go down to you on the boundary. Thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, it was a good bit of play there by Bridgewater Hilly. He just needed that off break instead of the leg spinner, and home it would have went.
There's Nathan Lyon.
A bit of Nathan Lyon. Gaz, nice mark taken by Horsler. Plays on. Dobson Lee, the Golden Fist comes in. They both come to ground. Lloyd, steadish handball, finds Dobson, tries to get through Lawal, and he's not going to get through that young fella. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Taking side of centre wing for the Koroit Saints, they lead 7-3-45. South Warrnambool 4-6-30. Shojan Concrete scoreboard, 18 minutes gone, battery wheel time clock.
It's a good game of footy, that is for sure. A few spots of rain out here at Victoria Park in Koroit. There's Bex. Heusler, who had his head ripped off. Whistle went up. There's Hoy. Left foot kick forward. Coming through there is Lloyd. McCutcheon loves the hard contest. So does Dukas. Coming through there, boys. It is a very hard footy, Tildy. You've got to put your head over it there, don't you, mate?
Definitely.
Keep an eye on Stevens there too, Postle, thanks to Arts and K. Mental update. A bit slow to get up. 15-point leaders here, the Saints. They will be coming home with a breeze in the final term. Smothered that time by McCutcheon. Stacks on the mill. He'd wake up sore, McCutcheon, wouldn't he, on a Sunday morning tilt?
Yeah, he has a go, doesn't he?
No, how would he go laying bricks on a Monday?
Oh, well, they're pretty hard, the old brickies these days, Stewie.
Still are, mate, all right. Especially those solo ones. Hard as. Here goes little Jira Neve. Handball goes back to Hoy. It's been workmanlike all day, Hoy. Oh, that's a good kick. Oh, bad luck, Dobson. Just unluckily doesn't take the mark. McHenry gets the ball out. Oh, it's a hot footy at the moment. Pressure personified down there at the moment. Right in front of the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard, which reads Koroit 7-3-45. They lead the Roosters 4-6.
They'd be quite happy to have the footy locked in this pocket for a couple of minutes here, Koroit.
Absolutely.
Defend over this side of the ground here.
They've kicked 2-1 in this third term and doing everything right, the Saints. Isaac Thomas looking to the aid of the boundary line and finds it. And we'll have yet another stoppage. Boundary throw to occur. 55 from the Koroit Saints home. Inside forward 50s this quarter, Tilt, or just overall?
Overall, half-time, boys, we had 22 to South Warrnambool, 19 to Koroit, and this quarter we're 5 apiece.
So it's been pretty tight for the Saints, just taking their opportunities a little bit better.
Some magnificent stats there.
Not bad for a bricklayer. Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Tough. They're
Blackie, be proud of me doing this.
Absolutely.
Mate, so will I, Kelson.
So tap down from Bex. And O'Sullivan couldn't keep it on that time. And is there a bit more of a rain coming there, Poss? It just seems the wind's sort of getting a little bit more blustery now.
It's just sort of hanging around up that top end, Hilly. It hasn't quite covered us yet, but yeah, I think as long as that breeze keeps up, it might sort of keep the majority of the rain away, but still spitting at the moment.
So the boundary throw in now about 60 metres out from the Saints goal line. Here comes Hoyt. Beautiful bit of ruck work down the bottom of the pack. Dobson comes out to meet it. Lloyd's there. So's O'Sullivan. Little kick off the ground. Coming out's Jack. He's wrapped up in a good tackle by Harry Lee. And the ball's going nowhere. And umpire Mickey Lauther, the flat top king, in ball up number 1,576 in his career. All thanks to spooky Senator Count stats. Here's the Duke. Steps around one, handballs forward. McCutcheon, happy to see the ball go out of bounds. And we're going to have another ball up. A little bit of a lull in this contest. Good crowd. Still waiting for official numbers from Ants and Bushrat and Dallas. Al McCosh, Steve Hoy and the boys. They're just collating it downstairs as we speak. We haven't had a power outage since the fry's been turned off.
Oh, I'm still getting over that quiz. Will we get that audio later tonight, Stewie?
Oh, Hoysy's got it sorted, I think. Very funny. Here's little Jira Neve.
Who is speaking to?
Matty, yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Very good. You picked it up, Tilda. I wasn't over it at all. Unbelievable. What's happening AFL-wise?
Collingwood 3 points, 15 minutes to go in the last term, and the Brisbane Lions comfortably over the GWS Giants.
Disappointing, the old Giants, aren't they? They're just not firing a shot whatsoever. Good mark going back there is Benny Dobson, brother of Sam.
You would think both him and Ben Goodall, cross half back in the finals, are really going to get better as the season progresses, and their experience is going to be great for Koroit come finals time.
Couple of really good players, aren't they?
Yeah, but don't look in top gear at the moment, either, to be honest. They're playing well, but they're just not quite in the top gear. Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Tildy, where do you see Benny Goodall's best position in the lineup? Obviously, knowing that they've still got Tim Martin, Brett Harrington, Tim McIntyre to come back in, where do you think he's the best fit?
I think he'll play half back, but I think there might be times come finals time that he slips in the midfield for a 10-minute burst. If things get a little bit desperate.
Dangerous around the goal, isn't he?
He's good anywhere, isn't he?
Yeah. Remember that grand final? What, he had 45 or something?
Yeah, I remember it pretty well.
Was that you?
I do remember that one, actually.
I was actually...
good.
When I said
2014, if you want to know the year. Yeah.
Got a bit of Joey Johns here.
I actually didn't. When I said it, and I kind of looked and I could see the colour just drain out of your face. And I thought, hang on, I might have pulled the wrong run here. Jeez, he had it on a string that day. That was one of the best individual games I reckon I've seen by someone. That was unbelievable.
Just couldn't stop him that day. That was the day, Hilly, where Monty took a dislike to the wall of the coach's box.
Yeah, we certainly heard it, that was for sure. Big Monty in here.
The big Montrose, he would have been on dart number 47.
Yes, it was a few tunes.
The big Montrose.
So it's 15 points to the margin, 23 minutes gone, third term action. What a contest it's been. It's probably a little slowed up a little bit in the last 5 or 6 minutes. A lot of contested footy getting play, that's for sure. Kelly's in the ruck, got the tap down. The Duke gets the clearing kick. The rain starting just to drip slowly here at Victoria Park. Rob spinned around, got the footy out. McCutcheon took the mark. He's been lively for him, I reckon, McCutcheon. Giving that little bit of hard edge. Benny Goodall off the half-back line, kicks forward, just over the head of Horsler. But just a dangerous player, Benny Goodall. Absolute superstar. And good to see him back running around in the number 6 Guernsey, that is for sure.
They're playing pretty smart in this Bruce, just using this side of the ground at the moment, aren't they? It's not giving South Warrnambool many openings to work with at all.
They're happy just for kicking
Follow
forward.
it up, numbers around the footy.
Absolutely, boundary throw-in, stoppage, absolutely. Jamie Lloyd come through, as is Couch. He's kicked 2 this afternoon. Burns been a little bit quiet, got it out to Paddy O'Sullivan. Goes inside, forward 50. Dobson versus Williamson. Oh, good mark in the end there, and that's Jack O'Sullivan. Matco Hire, highlight of the day contender. And the oldest of the O'Sullivan boys looking to kick his 3rd goal of the day. And, well, he comes into calculations for our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day as well, Tildy.
Well, 3 goals in these conditions is pretty vital. How old? I know he's the oldest. Would he be 23, Jack O'Sullivan?
He'd be roughly around that, I reckon.
He's had a lot of footy.
Yeah, he had a bad run of injuries for a while.
God, he's a man mountain.
Yeah, he's a strong man.
He'll kick from 25, slide angle for his 3rd of the afternoon, and he kicks his 3rd. He has kicked his 3rd goal, and the Saints lead by 21 points as we near the end of this 3rd term. He's been a good focal point, and Possum Kelly on the boundary has been a great performance by the number 9 for the Koroit Saints.
It has been, Hilly. And, hey, listen, I've just got the great man Trevor Horsler here with me, who's the son of Jez. Now the big fella's going all right, mate?
He's travelling along, all right, okay, yeah, it's going well.
Never as good as you, that.
Nah, never as good as us, boss.
No, they're going well, boys, and that was look. It's going to be very, very difficult now for the Roosters to get back in this game, I'd assume, because Koroit are going to come home with a bit of an aid of a breeze, and conditions aren't going to get better. As one of the boys drops a can behind me, that's a cardinal sin. But no, well on top now, the Saints boys.
Rookie mistake down there. I reckon he's from Ballarat, old mate. Oh, look at the Dim Sims and the chips from the Great Antler. He's taking them to the bar. He's going to feed the masses. Hopefully they might be coming up to the commentary box.
I think they are. I'm coming up too.
Gee whiz. Just sprinkle a little bit of gravy on it. Oh, there's O'Sullivan. He's classy, back to Chumpy pulling this. Getting on top a little bit here. They've been gallant, the Roosters. Make no mistake about it. 4 late changes before the game. Virtually lost their midfield. Here goes Hoy. He's been great. Led from the front again. Kick comes in. Good fist away there from Lawal. Been a great revelation himself, Luan. Lawal. It's a hard one. There he goes. I tell you what, the Dim Sims have arrived for the big fella. Have a look at this. And you're an absolute champion. As well, you don't get any better than the Koroit Footy Club. Their RVTs here are as good as you'll see. And, well, that is the biggest dim sim chip plate I've ever seen. And back here at the footy, because we're just hoeing in, a nice little mark, I think it might have been, to Connor Byrne. I like this kid. Haven't seen a lot of him today. He copped a heavy hit right in front of the commentary box. And he's going to go back and have a shot about 10 metres out, virtually directly in front. This kid's got a big future, been at the Rebels last couple of weeks. Son of the great Peter Byrne. Kicks on its way, makes no mistake about it, and the Saints go marching on here. 9-3-57. They lead the Roosters 4-6-30. Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard 27.5 minutes into this 3rd term. All thanks to our great mate Clinton Bolsh and Warrnambool Nissan.
Sim's all right, Stewie. Look, they've opened the game up now, Koroit. It's pretty important here for South Warrnambool now that they don't roll over here, because they have put up a pretty strong effort today. They've just been outworked a little bit in this period of play. But, we'll speak about the good players South Warrnambool have out, but you also look at Koroit. They've got Harrington, Martin, Koroit out. 3 quality players to come back in still.
Absolutely. So, lots to like about the Saints, that is for sure. And tell you what, she's getting a little bit willing and out there, that is for sure, for the weather at Victoria Park. No,
I'll just give you a dim sim away to the great possum who's just stuck up here.
The dim sims boys were part of that contributed to the power failure, so might as well eat them.
So the Saints pulling, got the handball out, Horsler, up another kick to half forward. Dobson flies, the whale working his way back and gathers a football. He's been lively. I've liked Lawal's game. Not his best kick on that occasion. Goes out of bounds on the full.
You wrap him up, Hilly.
I know, you wrap them up and they just disappoint every time.
I agree with you, though. He's been pretty reasonable today.
I like it. Yeah, absolutely. And I think, too, Will White didn't take his place in the side as well. He was named in the lineup and hasn't played. So, he's another one for the Roosters. So both sides are not full strength, but certainly have got, good squads out on the park this afternoon.
It's a bit rough when you got to go get your own pill on a day like today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is harsh.
Big crowd.
Dobbo be just going a little bit slowly as well. He'd be no rush, Benny boy. Just
he's got Goodall on over the top. Look at this.
Yep. He's got Goodall. 55 from home. The margin's out to 27. They've kicked 4 goals to 1 in this third term. Goodall, game number 2 for 2022. Inside forward, 50. Punching away there is Lee. Oh, that was a high tackle. Heavy tackle anyway. And we'll have a stoppage 20 metres out. Almost directly in front of goal of the Koroit Saints. What are the inside 50s this quarter, Jill?
I've got a dozen to Koroit and only 5 to South Warrnambool, which probably a fair reflection of where it's at the moment. They've just been on top the last half of this quarter.
Koch got the kick out, but only as far as Whitehead.
I've got those bloody pizza vouchers too, Hilly. I just looked at them then.
That's all right, mate.
Just thought of it then when I seen Poss just grab him out of his pocket. Holding the football is the call, and the free kick is going to go to Jack Dye for the South Warrnambool Roosters. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. They're having the shindig up at the Reed Oval. It's the Blues take on the Bloods, and Wally Steer looking after that contest for us.
Yes, on the McLaren Hunt scoreboard, 3/4 time up here at Reed Oval, and it is Warrnambool and the Bloods level. They're both on 7-6-51.
Oh, there you go. So back on in earnest, but the Blues will be coming home with a win in the final quarter. Seagulls taking on the Bombers over at over at the Gardens Oval in Port Fairy. And Henry Robertson covering that one for us. Henry, what's the latest over there, buddy?
3/4 time, boys. It's Cobden 12-12-84, leading Port Fairy 7-12-54. And Cobden kicking with the breeze in the last.
Beautifully done, Henry. And let's go up to Hamilton. It is the Hamilton Kangaroos and the North Warrnambool Eagles. Skeeter Cannon, what's the latest up there, Skeet?
Yeah, it just started the last quarter, Matty, and it's North Warrnambool 10-14-74, leading Hampden Kangaroos 4-8-32.
Beautifully done, Skeeter Cannon. That is around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group.
It is 31 minutes, long quarter, this one, Tildy.
Definitely. Bit of reflection on the amount of stoppages we've had, I think, Hilly.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been pretty scrambly, ball at ground level a lot, and a lot of numbers around the footage led to a lot of stoppages.
I'm going to ask you a couple of players that you would be in contention for Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, and that was a nice mark by Bex.
I've liked Archie Stevens' game, I really have. Also liked Jack O'Sullivan's game. I've liked the defensive players from South Warrnambool, Lee. Who else? Thomas on couch has been pretty good, but then saying that, couch has kicked a couple of goals. So I don't think there's been a lot of standouts on the ground, to be honest. McCutcheon's been pretty serviceable for Koroit through the middle of the ground, and I think Dallas Moody's been pretty good for Koroit across half back.
Here we go for the Roosters. Irving inside forward 50, trying to work it forward. The handball out to Ricky Henderson around the body. They needed the Roosters. And across the face, out of bounds, and we'll have a boundary throw in. They just can't get a goal at the moment, the Roosters. The Saints, they've been super in this third term. 4 goals to 1. They're kicking against the breeze and doing everything right.
I reckon McHenry's been all right too, yes, for the Koroit Saints. Matt Peterson hasn't been too bad either.
And I've liked Williamson and Sam Dobson's duel.
Yeah, what about the Dimmies, boys? How are we rating the Ants Marnie Dims?
Yeah, I've liked them too. They've been very nice. Yourself, Stewie?
Yeah, no, I'll give it a good little bit of chicken salt, bit of seasoning. You can't go past it, that is for sure. So the ball deep in the Roosters. They'd love one here now, just to give themselves a little bit of a sniff. There can't be long to play here in this third term. Hampden League Live footy, and smack bang. Right on cue, the siren goes for 3/4 time. And at 3/4 time, it is the Koroit Saints 9-3-57. They lead the Roosters 4-6-30. That's on the Shojin Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. And we're going to take a break on Hampden League Live. Come back with final quarter action right after this on your home of football and netball, 94.5 3YB FM.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, SunGold Milk, and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, 3YB FM.
Harvey Norman, your premium Optus dealer. Receive a $400 Harvey Norman gift card when you connect to a new $69 a month, 24-month SIM-only plan with 80 gigabytes of data for use in Oz. Available now at Harvey Norman. Offer available until withdrawn. Not available with any other offers. Minimum plan cost $1,656 over 24 months. Visit hn.com.au/Optus-BYO for terms and conditions.
Fitz Media Productions is your online broadcast specialist. From meetings and special events to weddings, funerals and sport, Fitz Media's fully equipped mobile broadcast unit provides a professional, reliable live stream anywhere. Contact us today.
I'm Roma Britnell, your local Member of State Parliament. I'm working hard for you and for the South West Coast region to make sure we have a vibrant and prosperous place to live and work. I want to know what matters most to you, to hear your ideas on how to make South West Coast even better. You can email me, catch me on social media, or visit my office in Liebig Street. I'm here to work for you.
Authorised by Roma Britnell MP, 94 Liebig Street, Warrnambool, funded from parliamentary budget.
3 steps: design, plan and construct. Smith & Son Renovations and Extensions take care of all 3 steps to provide you with a smooth and cost-effective process. See Nathan and the team at Smith & Sons, Ferry Street, quality builders and reno specialists.
Have you been injured at work? In a factory, on a farm, in a retail store, in an office? Madden's Lawyers. Voted one of Victoria's leading work injury compensation firms. You deserve the best.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. That's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
Right, thanks ladies and gentlemen, got some lovely Angus bullocks here. Right, I've bid 390, 80 got, thank you, 2, 4, 6, 386, 8, 90, 392, 392. Jack Kelly here from J&J Kelly Stock Agency. We've been in business 30 years this year. We've got a great selling team to help market your livestock. We sell every Wednesday and the last Friday of each month at the Warrnambool Livestock Centre. Contact J&J Kelly Stock Agency and staff for all your livestock needs.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
Stay warm in one of Narrawong Island Holiday Park's fully self-contained cabins where you can enjoy the sound and serenity of the ocean. Narrawong Island Holiday Park, your water escape on the mainland.
Southwest Local News is fast becoming known for its free, trusted, reliable and compassionate local news service. Southwest Local News. Local, free, always will be. 3 nights a week on Fitz Media's Facebook page.
On 3YB-FM, this is Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh, Warrnambool Nissan, Roma Britnell MP and Madden's Lawyers.
Welcome back to Hampden League Live, 3/4 time, and the Saints getting the job done at the moment. 9-3-57, leading the Roosters 4-6-30, and they will be kicking with the wind in the final quarter. What was the message from the coaches at 3/4 time, Possum Kelly? All thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, Chris McLaren just wants to keep the pressure on Stewie. Just keep running off half-back, get the ball in the forward line as quick as they can and capitalise on what they've got now with that lead, and hopefully, just pour them on and have a comfortable win, which I think they will.
Yeah, they just kind of stand their authority a little bit in that third term. But the Roosters, I know we keep banging on about it, but they are missing their midfield. Ewell, Hussey, Saunders, and Braden Beck. So there's a bit there. It's just their engine room, isn't it? It just changes their rotations.
Oh, it's 4 big outs for sure. Yeah. Definitely. And a lot of the load's been left Archie Stevens. So don't get me wrong, Nick Thompson's been really good in there as well.
Enormous.
But they haven't had much of a chop out, I don't think, those two.
Where's Sammy Thompson?
Injured.
Yeah. So obviously there's another one to come back in as well, I guess. Yeah.
But I think the 4 that they're missing, well, the 3, or even Bexy included in that too, they're their ball winners. Whereas I think your Jetty Hermans and these ones that have played their role, and he's probably played that negating role, but they're not just the genuine ball winners where they give you that lot of drive and so forth.
I would say Herman would be in the top 4 for South's best today because of the job he's done on pulling.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So they've done their homework.
But I guess you look at Saunders, like he's probably nearly favourite for the Maskell at the moment, isn't he? So he's a big out. Yeah. I wonder what the injury is.
Don't know, mate.
Staying Thursday night training, I think.
That might have been, could be a hammy or a soft tissue or something.
High calf, I believe.
High calf.
He had a little tweak in behind the lower knee, and
well, you'd be putting him in cotton wool, wouldn't you, for the back half of the season?
Well, you're short of a double chance, so. Well, I guess he's lost 2 games,
Anything to do with the calf.
You just want to get him right now for a finals campaign, that is for sure. Hard to see the Roosters getting back into this one from here, boys. Kick into that breeze. It's a pretty strong breeze still too, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a strong breeze. It's hard to see them getting over winning the game, but I think it's pretty important. You know, they're going to play again when the stakes are at the highest, so it's pretty important they don't roll over here and get steamrolled.
Absolutely it is. And that'll be the message, I'm sure, from Coach Matty Ballesteros at 3/4 time, boys.
I think, and the other thing is from this position, you know, when you're up against it, you probably need to take a few risks now. Roll in the middle of the ground, play on it, get a little bit. Maybe Bridgewater, who's got a big leap and jump, can get up high and get it to someone coming past on the fly. Just try to make something happen from this position.
Lawal in the middle, I don't mind that. A little bit of a harder physical edge in there as well.
I don't mind him. I reckon he's going to have a big future at South Warrnambool.
Oh, well, let's get it rolling. Quarter number 4 here at Victoria Park. It's the Saints leading by 27 points, and Brantel runs and carries and drives it long. Henderson's going to be the target. Good punch away. Gallishan's there. Round body he goes to the top of the square. Bex versus Bolsh. Boundary line's the destination of the ball, and we'll have a boundary throw. Bolsh has done a very good job on Bex when he's played on Bex when he's played down forward.
I was just about to say, like, they've given him a fair bit of responsibility there on Bex too, haven't they?
Yeah, no, he's been well on top. I would have had him in Koroit's best 4 or 5, to be honest. Yep.
Geez, he just gives us flexibility though too, doesn't he?
He does
for a big fella.
Yeah,
he can run. You know, he's a Jed Henderson like forward. Yeah, Jed Henderson like for the Roosters, that is for sure. Here's Ricky Henderson, dispossessed. Benny Dobson's been terrific for the Saints. McCutcheon at the bottom of the pack, as he has been all afternoon. And we'll have a stoppage right on the 50-metre paint towards the Port Fairy end of the goal where the Roosters are kicking. They still give themselves a big chance, but they're going to have to kick 5 goals and not allow the Saints to get one themselves. Oh, ripped off the football there was Archie Stevens, been terrific. Look at the numbers outweighing there for the Saints. Here's Maxie Irving trying to break the pack, got the handball out. He did in the air, but not soon enough. And a free kick holding the ball, and Liam Hoy, the skipper of the Saints, will get the free kick.
Yeah, he's been rock solid once again today, Liam Hoy. Leads from the front. That is for sure. Little cammer. Oh, beautiful kick inboard to Fraser Robb. He's been solid enough too. Little Robbie. Beautiful kick there to Dobson. That's Ben. So just picking them apart a little bit here now with their kicking skills. They're just, plays on to Goodall. Goodall from 50. This will be one heck of a goal. And has it got the leg? No, it hasn't. Goes through for minor score. First score of this final term goes to the Saints. So 9-4-58. They lead the Roosters 4-6-30. And that was a good bit of play, good bit of kicking execution there, Tilt.
Yeah, good foot skills. But as I said before, boys, you can just see Goodall and Ben Dobson just really setting play up come finals time off half-back.
Yeah, they just combine so well, don't they?
And they've got that versatility as well, haven't they, the pair of the boys?
Absolutely. So here's Miles McCluggage for the South Warrnambool Roosters. Kicks out wide. Seen a lot of McCluggage today. There's young Smith. Quick kick out. Reading it well there is Mac Peterson. Out the back to McCutcheon. He's been rock solid. There's Whitehead just wrapped up in the tackle as well on that far outer side. And umpire Jamie Lake says that ball is going absolutely nowhere. And we're going to have a ball up on that far outer side here at Victoria Park in Koroit. It's been threatening rain for the last kind of half an hour, but we've only got a few spicks and spits, boys, to be honest.
Spicks and the specks.
Hasn't been much in it. And as Henry Robertson said, it hasn't rained over the Gardens as yet either. It was clever by Neve. Driven into the ground. Umpire says play on. Well done that time by Byrne. He's driven into the ground as well. We're going to have a ball up about 15 metres around from the Koroit goal line.
Tell you what, been a good contest. They haven't shirked the issue both sides. They've tackled with some presence. And it's been a great contest. And the Saints just do everything right. What a side they are. What a club. Celebrating the 71 and 73 premiership reunions as well here at Victoria Park. So they'd be doing their former players and past premiership champions. Very, very proud of you this afternoon. We're at 30 metres out from the forward, or the goals for the Saints. Coming through as O'Sullivan. He just jumps around with exuberance. Around the body he goes for the Lucas Brothers snag of the day. He's got the Butchers. He's got the Butchers. He's got the Butcher visit coming this week with a $50 voucher. What a great goal.
I don't reckon $50 in food, Big Jack.
Big T-bone, I reckon, would be right up his alley, I reckon.
That'll only be an entree. And kick 4, he's got to come into contention for the Matthews Petroleum because he's had such an influence on the contest.
4 out of 10 in these conditions, a really good reward for a key forward. And really, he's been the dominant key forward on the ground by a fair way.
And we must admit, he hasn't played forward a lot, to be honest.
No, I was expecting him actually to line up centre half back today, but good move by Chris McLaren and the coaching staff to play him out of the goal square. He's been a very valuable player for Koroit.
Now, I reckon it's 10-4-64 for mine, the Saints, because they got a point as well. So 10-4-64. They lead the Roosters 4-6-30. Shogun Rockhard Concrete scoreboard for your concreting needs. See Big Faz, Rowie and the boys. They'll look after you.
They will, absolutely will. And Rantel will look after the Roosters. Inside 50 he goes. Over the head of Bex. Bolsh backing himself. In there is Lawal. Handball to Henderson. Deflected kick off the heel of his Koroit Saints opponent. Bound to throw in will occur. And, they got just... If your star players aren't, strong in the game or haven't had the day they would have liked, they just always have someone else backing up, don't they, the Saints?
They're probably their strength, their side is their bottom 5 or 6 players are probably better than anyone else's by a fair way, to be honest. Yeah, they don't have any passages. They're very even across the board. Sure, they've got the star players, but they always have an even contribution across the board.
They do. They're a very, very good football side. 33 points. Poss Kelly, let's go down to you on the boundary. All thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, good on you, Hilly. I think as the game's gone on, there's probably too many of the Roosters boys have sort of died out of the game, I reckon. There's been a few that, started off okay, but sort of they've dwindled out of the game as it's gone on, and Koroit have got, I guess that's got something to do with Koroit's assertion on the game, but they've been very, very good, the Saints.
McHenry got the handball out, but not in time, and the umpire says he took too long, and Rantel, who's probably spent a bit more time in the middle in this early part of this last term, giving them a better drive. Kicks it long, it's a floater, the wind has a little bit to do with it, and a nice mark just fell into the lap of Dallas Mooney.
Pretty good again today, boys.
Yeah, very, very good player, Dallas Mooney, 6-time premiership player, absolute star across half back. He goes out to the outer side, big jump, big clunk from Jack O'Sullivan. Goes to Goodall. What a superstar he's been for a number of years. Spearing kick to Neve. They're just so good by foot, the Saints. He'll go short over the top. Good kick, finds Dobson. Handballs, not a good one there in the end to Pulling. In there is, I didn't quite, it might be McCluggage just at the bottom of the pack there, and we'll have a stoppage. 70 from home.
Few cars leaving, boys.
They're getting out early, Tilt.
Yep, beating the rush.
33 points to the margin.
Do you think, COVID might have been a little bit of a bonus for Koroit as far as just letting them freshen up a little bit and just regain that little bit of hunger? When you win 4 flags in a row, it's
hard to keep the motivation. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're spot on. Well, what, 6 in a row?
Well, exactly. Yeah, 6 in a row, and then we've had that break, haven't we?
Yeah. So, it's a fair call, and I certainly think that Christy McLaren wouldn't have been too phased, if you know what I mean. And I can tell our listeners too, we are alive in the quaddie. We got a full dividend, but looking at about $100 if either one wins in the final leg. So that is for
Butchie
McLean. So he's looking to slab at 100.
Short ones today, Stewie.
Shorties today, mate, all round.
Yep.
I've got the job done, so we are alive. That is the good thing. All thanks to Mickey Burke's Koroit Hotel. Here go the Roosters. They're trying to forge an attack now. Picked up there by the Moon Man. Tries to get it back to Goodall. A couple of veterans there, Goodall and Thompson, going at it. Well done that time by Bex. Just kicked it to himself in the end. Saints just getting numbers around the contest though now. High up and under there by Hoisler. Kicks forward, bouncing ball now. It's going to be a foot race. Here comes Little Neve, but coming out and meeting it was Couch. Oh, great tackle that time by Thomas. He's paid too high. Oh, the South Warrnambool Faithful, not happy with that. Oh, no, he's paid it the other way. It's to the south. I thought it was going to Will Couch there for a minute. I was thinking, come on. It was a really good tackle by Isaac Thomas. It's been solid today, too. Kicks it to Rantel. Rantel plays on. He goes inboard to the Duke. Grabs it with one mitt. Nice little handball there to Smith. 1-2 back to the Duke. The Duke kicks long and strong. Looking for Lual. Goes through his hands. Getting back there is Rob. Good gather that time by Whitehead. Oh, wrapped up in a tackle there was the Duke and Goodall. They come head-to-head. Henderson gets it to Henderson. That's right, the two Hendersons, Jed and Ricky combined. There's Shannon Becks. He kicks inboard. He's got a player on his own, and it's Lamont Lual. And Lual's been fantastic for South Warrnambool, and he's going to go back and have a shot on a 45-degree angle about 35 metres out. It's been good, this kid.
He has. Ben Rantel's given the Roosters a little bit of drive since he's gone on the ball in the last quarter. Yeah,
been really good all day, to be honest, hasn't he? So here we go. Lamont Lual. I like this kid. Smacks him out in the gym a bit too. Comes in, kicks on its way. Oh, it's a helicopter. Is that a mark? No, it's not. And the Moon Man is happy enough to rush it through for a minor score. So 4-7-31, first score of the final term for the South Warrnambool Roosters. They trail the Koroit Saints 10-5-65, I reckon it is, on the scoreboard. Shojan Rockhard concrete scoreboard. Benny Goodall plays on that raking left foot kick, looking for Neve. Good fist away that time by Herman. Coming through there was Mark, gets it to the Duke. The Duke has a shot. He's missed it all and gone out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, it's been a good second half by the Saints. 5-1, Tildy, and they kicked 4 against the Breeze in that third term, which, has probably set up the game for them.
Yeah, it has, Tilly. South Warrnambool really served it up in the first half, but they've weathered the storm pretty well, Koroit, and, at the moment they're doing it on the bit, really, aren't they? They're just doing what they want. And, at the end of the year, boys, they're going to deserve to finish on top of the ladder by the way things look at the moment.
Goodall, nice kick, finds Liam Hoy. And I'll tell you what's going to be interesting what you come up with for your 3-2-1 for our Pit Stop Menswear MVP. We've currently got joint leaders at the moment. Tommy Sharp and Josh Saunders, our two leaders, out on 14 votes. Sam Dobson on 12. Alex pulling Archie Stevens on 10 with Daniel Jackson from the Portland Tigers and Damien McCorkle as well. So it's certainly heating up in our the Pit Stop Menswear MVP.
Pies must have just got over the line too. Just got over the line. It must have been a thrilling finish too. So there you go.
Jack O'Sullivan, long bomb inside 50, bouncing over the top of the head with a bit of pace. And out of bounds, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Poss, let's go down to you all. Thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, good on you, Hilly. I think, Fizz has gone out of the game a bit now, hasn't it? The Saints well on top, and I think we're going to escape without too much rain, boys. It's amazing when you think about it. It's been hovering around there all day, but I think we're going to get through unscathed. The only fear we've got at the moment is that if it turns dark, because it's very grim down here at the moment.
It is. Free kick. McCutcheon, too high. The tackle was just too high. A little bit reckless in the end, and McCutcheon will look to kick a goal for the Saints, and McCutcheon has not kicked one yet this afternoon, so looking for his first of the afternoon, and been one of their better players, Tildy.
Been good. I reckon he's really worked his way into the game, particularly in the second half, but you're one of those players, you know what you're going to get out of him every week when he goes out there. Yeah, he's not going to shirk a contest for you at all.
25 metres out, slide angle. Left to right will be the kick for Dylan McCutcheon. Comes in and makes no mistake. That's perfect.
Good finish.
That is a good finish by a young midfielder who's had an extremely good game this afternoon. And that's their 11th, 11-4. We think it might be 11-5, 71. Leading the Roosters, 4-7-31, a 40-point margin here at Victoria Park. And again, they've just finished a little bit better this afternoon when they've been inside 450.
Yeah, they've been too good. There's no problems there. For a midfielder like McCutcheon to go forward and kick a goal there, that's a real bonus for a midfielder to be able to do that for you. And now we've seen the versatility of Jack O'Sullivan moved into the rucky for the last score. He's kicked 4 goals and can go and play in the ruck. So they've got flexibility and versatility all over the ground, the Saints.
They're going to be hard to beat. Whoever rolls them for
win the flag.
Yeah, that's it. That is it. They are a very good outfit. Koroit was the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's like
big Texan.
the big dog in there.
Yep. How serious is his shoulder injury, boys?
I'm not too sure, Tilt. I can't...
He come off in that game against North Warrnambool a couple of weeks ago and only played the one half, but to the severity, I'm not really sure.
Yep, and
that was a dangerous tackle there.
Harrington's got an Achilles, hasn't he?
That was a dangerous tackle there. And then the free kick's going to go to Modgy. Plays on quickly to Gallatin. Little worm burner. There's Kelly. Good handball there to Rantel. This kid's been good. Really good, Rantel. Through the midfield for the first time too. Done a good job. Coming out to meet it there was McPherson. Well done there by Bridgewater. I like this kid too. Oh, he's missed it.
Goals.
He's missed a couple, but he's just so versatile.
Yeah, he's going to be a good player.
Yeah, he's a very good player. I like him. I like what he puts out.
Just very athletic.
Hey, let's go around the grounds. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group, Terrain Mortlake and the Warrnambool Blues playing up at the Reed Oval. And Wally, I have to ask you this first off the cuff because Numbnuts just messaged me and said there's still no hot water at the Reed. Is that right?
Correct.
That's unbelievable.
Bearing under ice block today, but anyway, toughen up. Get used to it. Now, 19 and a half minutes gone, and it's dead level. 7-12 apiece. 7-12, 54 to both teams. The wind has changed. It's now in a southwesterly direction going across the ground, so it's even, Stevens, and the game is on.
Oh, gee whiz, Wally, the game is on, but don't be on too much because you won't be able to warm up after the hour, after the game. I can't believe that. It's just piss ball, to be honest.
Yeah.
Get it fixed and get it sorted. If someone's listening from the council, get your trades back up there and get the hot water sorted because that is an absolute disgrace. Let's go to Port Fairy, take on the Cobden Bombers. And Henry Robinson covering that one for us. Henry, what's happening over there, buddy?
I'm just here with Lee Walsh, mate, and he's put his hand up to go fix those showers, get them hot.
He'd be pretty reasonable rates too, Henry, wouldn't he?
On a Sunday, mate, it'd be triple time.
Mate, and the rest. Charge what he wants.
You've got to pay for quality, mate.
That is unbelievable, though, isn't it? Unbelievable. Hey, listen, Henry, what's happening over there, buddy?
We're 23-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Cobden 14-19, 103. Leading Port Fairy 7-14, 56.
The Bombers are home there. Big fella will come back to you for the full results wrap-up a little bit later on. Hampden Kangaroos taking on the North Warrnambool Eagles. Skeeter Cannon, what's happening there, Skeet?
It's nearly over here, Matty. It's 26 minutes into the last quarter. It's North Warrnambool leading 12-21-93 to Hampden Kangaroos 5-8-38.
Beautifully done. Who's driving home, Skeet? Who's on the driving duties, big fella? He might have gone. The big fella. Koroit 11-6-72 here. The Roosters 4-8-32. And we have ticked over 15-48 seconds here in this final quarter. All thanks to McDonald's, Mickey D's. And I tell you, I'm fair dinkum about no hot water.
How does that work?
I've got no idea, mate.
It doesn't work.
But how does it occur?
I don't
They're
know.
running out. They've got to fix it. Put some more tanks in. Do something.
$12 million in hot water.
Oh, surely. There's only like a couple of cubicles.
Is that right, or is someone taking the proverbial notice?
No, mate. I've heard it. I've heard it before today, and then I just got a text from Nummy.
It's a common thing you hear every week.
And he said that there's no hot water up there, and Wally just confirmed it. It is unbelievable. It is. It just shouldn't be happening in this day and age. I just people think I'm joking when I say it, but it's just it's terrible. You know what's going to happen when the AFL women's come in and there's a cold shower? They're going to pack their bags, get back on the bus, and say never again.
We'll be a laughing stock. That's what will happen.
Just get a plumber and get it up there. Look, while she's put the hand up, get him up there. Get him up there amongst it. Oh, it's frustrating.
It grinds my gears.
Absolutely. It's just, it's not as if there's like 10 showers going. Like there's only a few of them. Oh, good mark. Going to be paid? No, it's not. Ball goes out of bounds. It's not as if there's like a heap of them lining up left, right and centre. So, I don't know.
And they're not getting used all the time. It's only at the end of each of the games.
Yeah, of course it is. But it's probably, because there's not enough of them, they probably are getting used all the time. That might be the issue. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I used to like the old showers at the Blues. It's been magnificent in there.
Pie and a cold can after the game.
And the chairs in there, mate. You can sit around, chew the fat.
Chairs?
Gee, well, you know, the chairs in the middle had the...
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
sit there in the middle. Remember
Oh,
the
yep,
middle?
yep, yeah, I remember them. Yep.
Jack Marshall strutting around in there.
Russell.
Big Russell. I ran into someone recently. He said, I know Jack very well.
How's he going these days?
No, he's going super.
Yep.
Still the same.
Okay.
The big fella.
You know, Stewie, I've never laid eyes on Jack since that year.
Do you know, I can't say...
What was that, 95?
Yep. 27 years ago.
Last time I saw him was he's taking training at the front of the Warrnambool Footy Club social rooms.
May race night.
May race night. That was it. That was the last time we had of him, Tilt.
Wasn't that?
It was a sackie. We all looked at each other and said, we might have done the best by you there, Jack.
This is not going to end well.
That night, were they, Tilt?
Oh, well, try not to remember that night, at least.
I can remember Big Batty, Justin Bat, just 5-point handball and just stumbling and falling over mid-drill.
Oh, well, I won't go into that.
Unbelievable.
Let that one go.
Unbelievable scenes.
Footy was different back then.
It was, mate. It was. I think Jack didn't realise the enormity of the May Racing Carnival. Here we go. Dobson is going to slot another one. The sting's gone out of this contest now. It's gone out of the commentary box too. Saints just marching on here. And they're going to win this quite comfortably. Roosters were good for the first half. Just fell away a little bit in the second half. And the Saints are going to get top spot.
Dobson first if he nails it.
Been a good contest, him and Williamson, and he slots it. Worked hard. He's been better in the second half, to be honest.
I've enjoyed the contest, those two guys.
Been
Had a
enormous.
really good job, yeah.
Williamson getting spoils on where just you don't think he's gonna. Like, he just gets a fist into it, doesn't he?
Yeah, terrific pickup for South Warrnambool.
Yeah, he's underrated, mate.
Well, we get back for South Warrnambool.
See him in a moon boot earlier.
Okay,
so
ankle injury, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so. Yeah, I think he will.
Yep.
Probably, I would say, to be back end of...
Final series or...
I'd say back end of the home and away season. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. So, what, we got 6 weeks until finals kick off.
Yep.
Yes, she might be. Because I think you done a fair number on it.
Okay.
From what I've heard. But the Saints, I'll tell you, take nothing away from them. 46-point lead, 12-6-78 to 4-8-32. 7 goals to 1 in this second half, and Rantel and Galashan, they've been lively in the midfield in this final term. Jonah Marr trying to add something as well, and the stoppage will occur. All right,
My phone is literally lit up since I just told him about the day.
These are what, plumbers? Oh, no.
No, just people just going, are you feeding him? And I'm dead serious. That is what they're saying. It's the facts. It's unbelievable. Shouldn't happen.
Surely the council will be embarrassed by a lot of this, what's going on.
Have to be, mate. Just get someone, get a tradie up there and fix it.
Sure, they've got their own trades in there as well. But anyway,
don't you have like continuous hot water nowadays?
Don't know, mate. I'm only a brickie.
Someone help us out. Like, I didn't think you ran out. Isn't it that their point? Never running out of hot water.
Not sure.
Dobson just waiting. Good little one-on-one tussle there, and Dobson just standing tall, and Williamson losing his feet, and Dobson looking to kick his second in the matter of 2 minutes. And to extend that lead a little bit further. But I think, even though Dobson kicking 2, I don't think, we hasn't had control of the contest. It's been a really good 50-50 contest this afternoon.
Williams probably played as well on him as anyone for the year, I guess, Silly. Yeah, to
absolutely.
be honest. Yeah. Go to Sam Dobson's defence, he's been pretty reasonable still.
Yeah,
tough
sure.
conditions for a forward, yeah.
Kicks from 25 and kicks across the face for a minor score. So that win's certainly not easy to kick into in this game this afternoon. 12-7-79 to 4-8-32. 21-minute mark of this final term. Brought to you by McDonald's. Just so the drive-throughs will be heavily patroned this afternoon.
I've got one. The Matco Hire highlight, of course. Tractor Smith did at Matco Hire. Take the portable en-suites tractor. Get them up to the Reed Oval, big fella, and let's get the warm showers. Tractor will look after it. Don't worry about that. But this is seriously, it's becoming an absolute debacle.
Well, you might get the old hot water bag, put the old hose in the tree and put the tarp around it, just even to get a hot shower up there.
God, I'd be filthy walking off the ground. It wasn't hot. I would be livid.
Yep, so would I.
Anyway, it's a good game of footy out there. We might go back to Wally. The other games are over, but we might try and get back to Big Walter Steer at the Reed Oval. Hoisey back in the studio, around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt, of course, just to see what's happening, because it was all square. The Bloods and the Blues. You heard Wally say that the wind had swung around. Fair to say, a fair bit of the crowd down there's gone too. Red Armies, they've disappeared back in under
a few
the
cars going.
They've all disappeared out here at the footy, that is for sure. Let's go back up to Wally at the Reed Oval. Walter, what's happening, mate, up there?
All right, 28 minutes down. Warrnambool have snagged 2 goals in the last 3 minutes, so 9-12-66, 7-12-54.
So the blue bag is home, do you reckon, Wal? How much to go?
Oh, no, it's not home yet. Bloods are shooting for goal now.
Gee whiz, what a contest that one is.
55 metres out.
Walk us through it, Wally. Talk us through it.
He comes in, nails it into a stiff breeze, and it's been marked about 5 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He plays on and kicks a goal. It's 1 goal the difference. Nearly 29 minutes gone in the quarter. So I'd say there could be another minute or 2 left.
Oh, there you go. So it's a close one up at the Reed Oval this afternoon. Wally Steer covering that one for us all, thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group back here. And the Saints are home 12-7-79, leading the Roosters 4-8-32.
I can give you a quarter-time score at the Lura Oval. 3-2-20 Camperdown, leading Portland 2-2-14. So that game must have started about 4 o'clock.
Beautifully done. Beautifully
Thanks
done.
to Spooky Sending Account Stats.
On your Spooker.
They'd be keeping busy at this time of the year too, tax time.
Yeah, he's always busy,
Big Spooky. Hadn't heard from him though. Didn't hear much about him from a Melbourne perspective last week when the Cats beat him. But anyway,
you might get your own tonight, you blokes, with the blue bag of steamroll the Catters.
And the Tigers might too.
I'm telling you, mate, I'll give it away. If we get rolled by another Kangaroo side on the rebound like that, I'll be shattered. Absolutely shattered. And we might go downstairs. What was that, Poss? A
few boys just asked me who actually kicked that goal at the Rood. We didn't hear it. Was it Warrnambool or Trang?
That's
Trang. So Trang or a goal up?
Warrnambool a goal up, mate.
Warrnambool a goal up.
So goal up. That'll be Mickey Brooks and the boys downstairs. He's got the crew from Ballarat too, Brooksy. Be listening to the races in between the Hampden League live. Actually, we mustn't be too far off, actually. Final leg of the quality.
good smother in the end there by the youngster in Jack Dye. And we'll have a stoppage right in the forward 50 for the Roosters. So the Sting certainly got out of this game. It's been a second half that's been dominated by the Koroit Saints. And, well, they're going to lock in top spot, you would imagine, at the end of this home and away season. They're a formidable lineup, still with some great players to come in. Great depth here at Koroit. And doing everything right to embark on their 7th consecutive flag in the Hampden Football Netball League.
I was just thinking, Hilly, when was the last time Tim McPherson would have had a bag kicked on him? Oh, very rarely it's been, does he?
Can't even remember the last time, mate. No. To be honest with you, he's been such a good player, Gator, that is for sure. Couch gets the football, works it into the corridor. McHenry inside 50, he'll go. O'Sullivan's there. Byrne stands strong, and Byrne takes a beautiful mark. And the youngster will look to kick his first goal of the afternoon. And it's just been an absolute domination in this second half, Tilt.
Too good. Yeah, just got to give credit where it's due. I mean, South Warrnambool, what 3 goals at half-time or 4 goals at half-time?
4 goals at half-time.
Yeah, so they haven't scored a goal in the second half.
3 goals.
3 goals, so they kicked 1 after half-time.
Byrne works it around, but not enough, the youngster, and a minus score. So they'll go to 12-8-80 on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. 9:32 the South Warrnambool Roosters, and we're nearing full-time here at Victoria Park. Kick-in duties, nice mark taken. Bridgewater being one of their best for the South Warrnambool Roosters this afternoon. Finds McCluggage. Daisy cut a kick, almost picked up on the half volley. The Roosters got some numbers here to play with. Ma tackled too high, or sling tackle from the previous contest before on young Archie Stevens, who arguably has been their best player this afternoon for the South Warrnambool Football Netball Club. Tildy, some hard decisions got to be made in regards to our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, our Pit Stop Menswear MVP Award. Where are you leaning to at the moment? Some names.
Jack O'Sullivan is 1. McCutcheon is 1. McHenry's 1. And I've really liked Archie Stevens' game for South Warrnambool, even though I think he's died out a little bit in the last quarter. I thought in the first half himself and his captain Nick Thompson were very good.
What about you, Poss? A couple of players you like?
Yeah, there hasn't been an outstanding player, has there, really, on the ground? But, Sullivan up forward and little pinch hits in the ruck's been very, very good. Fraser Robb, actually, boys, has been not bad off half-back, and McCutcheon, too, for Koroit, been pretty good.
Yeah, some good players there. Tommy Bolsh, another one who's been terrific. Gets it to Lloyd. Brian Taylor would love to be calling this young boy. Lloyd takes his second bounce, dropped it, gathered it, got a little toe poke forward, Burn. Inside, finds Bolsh, good handball, finds Fraser on.
Mix too, Bolshy.
Yeah, he's played very well.
McCutcheon the target, well read nicely there by Herman. Herman gets it on the boot, moving it forward, and too much on it, out of bounds on the full, and we'll have a free kick to Lloyd for the Koroit Saints, who's really, I guess, put a nice little spot. He's put himself in a nice spot to keep his position in this side over the last 7 or 8 weeks. He's been terrific, young Lloyd. Down the line he goes. Dobson's there. Good hand there by Bridgewater. And we'll have a boundary throw in right near our boundary rider this afternoon, Philippos and Kelly.
Yeah, well, you touched on that, Hilly, assuming that Harrington comes back. Who else is there?
Koroit.
I'm not sure where he is. Koroit. Who misses out here? Because it's been pretty good effort, pretty good team effort today.
Been solid right across the board, haven't they? Just a good team effort in pretty tricky conditions. There's a little Neve. He's just dangerous. Taken high. Free kick's going to be paid to Jira Neve, ex-Marivard Tiger.
Got a rooster down with cramp too down there, boys, for Arts and K.
Worked hard too.
It was Bridgewater, I think.
Bit McCluggage, I reckon.
McCluggage, was it? He'll have to go down to Arts and K and get some of them
deep heat
salts. No, you have to.
Geez, there's a lot of cars that have left this ground. They've just they've
bailed out, Stewie.
Droves, haven't they?
They've bailed out, mate.
Unbelievable. Here comes Neve. Kicks on its way. Oh, he struck it well too. Has it got the leg?
The goal, I reckon.
Tell you what, the goal umpire looking for a bit. They're saying, hang on.
I think he was going to make it. He was ready to make a decision. Yeah, he's saying, nice call. I reckon it's a goal.
Here we go. He's looking for a little bit of meat time here now. Good on him, big fella.
Goes, drum roll.
Goal ski! Have a listen to the fans as they explode at the bar downstairs here.
The thing with that is, boys, he wasn't going to do it until Jaden Whitehead, I reckon, actually pulled him up and said, hang on, you've got to make a decision.
Happy to let it play on. So 13-8. 86 the Saints, 4-8-32 the Roosters. When was the Roosters' last goal, Hilly?
In the third term.
Third term. So they've kicked one in the second half?
They kicked one in the second half.
Nick Thompson kicked one early in the third term.
Yep, Nick Thompson. Yep.
I think that was in the first 90 seconds of the third term.
Spot on.
Yep, it's been a long
that'd probably
time.
be the disappointment for Matty Bettistello, I reckon.
Yeah, they'd have to be disappointed. Look, it's easy to say they've got some good players out, but their effort after half-time has been pretty basic, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good bit of tap work there. It's a Paddy O'Sullivan from Big Jezza Hoysler. Going back there, his couch. Good fist away over the top by Thomas. Here's Hoy. He's been magnificent again. Handball back to Paddy O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan looking for his brother Jack. Get a fall short. The big man coming out. He's kicked 4. He's got to be a Matthews Petroleum contender, Big Jack.
Well, he's already won the Lucas Brothers snag of the day. It's been the best.
Put his name on that, Hilly. You've
called
monopolised
that. Good goal. Was that a good goal?
Goal each at Marvel.
Well, come on, Roo boys.
Join in the chorus.
Oh, I hope so.
I'd love nothing more to see those Tigers get rolled by the Cruise.
There's a few of them, I'd be.
Don't worry, you blokes. You just sit back tonight, you Geelong supporters, and you'll go, the big fella's right. And the Blues are just all over us here for a bit of leg speed. I might be wrong. So wanted to shake his head downstairs. He just can't believe my disdain for the Cats.
Well, I'm sort of half with you, Matthew.
Oi!
You're not jumping off, possibly.
No, not jumping off, but it's an even contest, as I said. The top 8 is very even.
Oh, good fist away that time by Lee.
He's been good too, Lee.
He's been
very
solid.
good player.
Free kick goes against
Actually, I've been calling Nick Thompson captain. I think Harry Lee's captain now.
Hang on, he's just given Gallatin one there. Jackie O'Sullivan. Just 50-metre penalty. Just a little bit of a don't argue in the bread basket. He's got another
50.
one. Got another 50 here. That's 100. Happened to meet the Vale one day, plus.
100-metre penalty.
Simon Walker.
I stopped running. I stopped. So I said, "You take it from here, boys." And then Tank Neville give another one, so it was 3.
Oh, 3. Here you go.
There's one here.
There's 3.
Where's Snake and Sandy when you need them?
There is 3.
It's mixed 700, so yeah.
That's unbelievable. 150 metres, and Gallatin was it or Jet Herman?
Galashan. Corey
kicks the goal, and That was quite funny. So half-back flank. Mine was full-back to full forward at the Vale. Big ground too down there. And Sandy the fisherman and Big Snake Blake. I've never copped so much crap in all my life. They loved it, the boys.
You go around and say, look, the person that kicked it can go around saying they kicked the goal from the half-back flank, couldn't they?
That's it.
Effectively.
That is it. Unbelievable. But there you go. So that's probably the only blemish on Jackie O'Sullivan. Does it hurt him in the Matthews Petroleum blokes?
Tildy's the man.
Oh, they really need help today, boys, to be honest. There hasn't been too many standouts.
No, it's been a pretty even performance right across the board, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Can't be long to play in this one. 33 minutes. I reckon the siren will go very, very shortly.
You don't think we'll get to 34?
I don't think so, Tilt.
Okay.
Ball goes up. Heusler pulling. Maxie Irving. Stevens. Free kick's been plucked out here. It's going to go to little Maxie Irving.
You're a good judge, Stewie.
See, I'll tell you what, I'm a very good judge, Tilt.
Very
we'll find
good.
out tonight with the Cats and the Blues.
Very
and the
good.
final siren here. The Koroit Saints 13-8-86 have defeated the Roosters 5-8-38 for top spot on the Hampden Football Netball League ladder, and they've got a very, very good percentage too. Have the Koroit Saints too, so going to be hard to dislodge them from that top position on the ladder. Ricky Henderson finishing the game too, Poss. On the bench, they just put the cue in the rack, I reckon, for Big Ricky. Just put him in cotton wool in the final term. Did the South Warrnambool Roosters. And I reckon Nick Thompson too is a little bit sore as well. Another one that they maybe just put the cue in the rack for in the final term here in our Hampden League match of the day. And Ben Dobson's got a little bit of ice on that hamstring too. All thanks to Arts and Kate Poss. So a few little injury concerns for both teams, I'd say.
Yeah, well, it was a pretty contested contest, wasn't it? Particularly early, and tough conditions, and both sides were boring in. So a few sore boys. I think McCutcheon copped a corky too early, so he'll be a bit sore tomorrow. But no, they'll butter up the boys, and they'll live the fight another day. But good contest for a half, wasn't it? But then Koroit, they just got on top, and they're a fantastic outfit. And again, they're going to be favourites again, don't they?
Absolutely, they are, Poss.
Jackie.
Very, very smart football team, that is for sure. And, full credit to the Koroit Saints today. They got the job done. What about some of the major goal kickers, boys, for both teams?
I won't go through all of them, Matt, but I'll go through the multiples. Jack O'Sullivan, 4 goals for the Koroit Saints out of their 13. Outstanding effort up forward. Will Couch kicked 2. And then the rest were single goal kickers. And it was all single goal kickers for the South Warrnambool Roosters. Galashan kicking 1 in that last few minutes of this final term. Nick Thompson kicked 1 in the third quarter. Ollie Bridgewater, Ricky Henderson as well. So, they just had a few more winners up forward, the Koroit Saints, and were better over the course of the day. And I guess probably more the second half, Tildy. And I think Poss is downstairs. All thanks to Renford Keeps with someone who played an outstanding game in Jack O'Sullivan.
He did indeed. Jack, 4 sausage rolls, mate. That's a great effort up forward. Spending a little bit of time up forward down on the ball, and you can play back also. But good win, particularly after half-time. You boys took control, and you'd be pretty happy with that victory.
I thought South played really well in the first half. Poss, I reckon they're top side, and it's going to be pretty tough to beat them, I reckon, on a good day. And look, as a team at half time, I thought we rallied pretty well, and just used the ball cleanlier in the second half. Yeah,
mate. You like that? Licence that Chris has given you, I guess, to sort of go forward when you need to, bit on the ball, but play out of the goal square at times and be able to kick a goal. You must like that.
Doesn't really worry me, Poss. Like wherever I am in the field, I'm happy to be here and just have a crack. Like, yeah, it does not worry me at all.
Good on you, mate. Well, I'll give you the voucher, the Lucas Brothers Butcher Stag of the day. That was that one you snapped from the about 20 metres out from goal there that got you 4th. So well done, good win, and get in and sing the song, eh?
All right, thanks, Poss. Good on you.
Tell you what, too, boys. I called this on the radio this morning. I said both teams should line up for Mickey Lowther in game number 700.
Give him the footy, boys.
And they've done it. So there you go. Eddie's pretty pumped about it. Steve Hoy, the Koroit Saints. Well done to Mickey Lowther in game number 700. And isn't he a beauty, Jackie O'Sullivan? He speaks well. He's a big boy. He loves hitting. He loves contests. He loves physicality. He's the whole O'Sullivan family, mate. They're just beauties, aren't they?
Great players for Koroit Footy Club, aren't they?
Brings energy. I love his energy.
Yeah.
He's a big man. You wouldn't like him running straight at you.
No.
He's a man mountain.
Who can play anywhere on the ground too, so that's the great thing about him.
Unbelievable. Hey, listen, boys, we're going to take a break. On the other side, come back and wrap up proceedings and go through their award winners around the grounds, all that kind of stuff on your home of football and netball, 94.5 3YBFM. It's the fifth quarter, all thanks to Town & Country Pizza and Pasta. Get your fix tonight, and also Conquest Pools in Warrnambool. Not the pool weather today, but start thinking about it for your summer, because Matty Canady and Travie Graham, the big boy, they will get you sorted for your pool come this summer. We'll take a break, come back with more right after this.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, 3YBFM.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Fitz Media Productions is your online broadcast specialist. From meetings and special events to weddings, funerals and sport. Fitz Media's fully equipped mobile broadcast unit provides a professional, reliable live stream anywhere. Contact us today.
Woohoo! The footy's back, bigger and better than ever. Just like the boys at Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, now offering full logbook servicing and mechanical. With tyres starting from $60 and zip pay available. Why go anywhere else? Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, Ferry Street.
The Country Care Dental team listen, care and explain so you know you're in good hands. From no-gap cleaning to advanced procedures, they'll look after you. Open 8 to 7 weekdays in Hamilton and Camperdown. countrycaredental.com.au.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
When building a new home, the first place to go is Greens Bricks and Windows. They stock PGH Bricks trend windows and doors with double glazing to all styles. Make the right choice. See Greens Bricks and Windows, 7 Robson Street, Warrnambool.
I'm Roma Britnell, your local Member of State Parliament. I'm working hard for you and for the South West Coast region to make sure we have a vibrant and prosperous place to live and work. I want to know what matters most to you, to hear your ideas on how to make South West Coast even better. You can email me, catch me on social media, or visit my office in Liebig Street. I'm here to work for you.
Authorised by Roma Britnell MP, 94 Liebig Street, Warrnambool, funded from parliamentary budget.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun don't.
3 steps: design, plan and construct. Smith & Son Renovations and Extensions take care of all 3 steps to provide you with a smooth and cost-effective process. See Nathan and the team at Smith & Sons, Ferry Street, quality builders and reno specialists.
Did you know that Badeness Rural have 3 agronomists and an experienced in-store team to help service the needs of their clients? With the right advice and the latest in agriculture technology, they provide a tailored service specific to your farm needs. Helping you boost production and keeping costs in check is what they do best. From on-farm agronomy to decades of expertise in-store to help you get the best results. Call in and see them today. Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
On 3YBFM, this is Hampden League Live for Harvey Norman Computers, Carter Group and Peter Bolsh Bridgestone.